Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Thank you for tuning in to our weekly D&D show. Something you may have noticed, we've changed things a little bit in terms of the layup. The music has changed a little bit in the intro. It's going to change throughout the stream. And as such, thank you to Riot Games for letting us use their music. You have probably heard this before if you've seen our show, but they allow any creator to be able to use their music for free if you have their legal jargon, which we've got in our About Us section, as well as the artist and title information, which you'll see in the bottom right corner when we have music playing, which you notice it's not here now. But as we tend to use their music during different scenes, you'll hear that come up and you'll see it come up. So again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll go out to the full table as we're all here. Yay! So, would anybody want to do the recap from last week?
Yeah, resubbing. Don't watch ads.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell ads.
It knows.
Do you give your Prime sub to somebody else?
I didn't know I had a Prime sub.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
So if you click on the subscribe button, there's a little box that says Prime sub.
And for anybody else that has a Prime sub and hasn't used it yet, feel free to click that the same instructions which Chris is providing Jason. We would really appreciate it.
I don't know.
You may not have it linked.
Okay.
If you link it to your Amazon account, you get you a Prime.
I'm not doing all this right now. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to level up my character without messing it up.
Yeah, for sure. So, recap from last week.
We went to do the Astral Sea Elf. I made a friend. My hair's weird.
Yep. Spot on.
Got a flower.
We got to murder a demon, which is really all I cared about last week.
Well, more importantly, you picked up chains, which we have to return.
Oh, he didn't pick them up. He
That's
couldn't physically pick them
That's
up.
true.
They didn't
That's
let me even
true.
Right.
It's like they knew.
Let the record show.
Yeah, so we went to Fate's Iris and cleared up Fadir's site.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Had some eczema.
We did a ritual.
Yeah.
Got that eczema? Fought a giant bird dragon demon. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty terrifying. Yeah. In the Astral Sea. As specters. Or non-corporeal beings.
Yeah.
Except for you.
Our
guys-
ghosts. Yeah. Yeah.
You
I floated about.
You know.
You did run in and then immediately die.
I did have HP and half HP and one shot from the moment I stepped in.
It was not a time.
Ran into an... Oh, no.
Oh shit!
Well, this is why they were screaming. Ow.
We also went to the Droma Brew Order and got our passes so we don't get in trouble or taxed.
I got fined. Then they
Or-
got taken
or
care
fined. Yeah. Got to witness a centaur be an asshole.
I'm still waiting to figure out what exactly their definition of destructive is. Well,
There's a gray area.
What if we were putting on like an illusion show with illusion magic, and like one of the illusionary like jesters accidentally like rolled out in front of a cart, made the cart swerve, and that cart like hit someone into a tower.
And when the
started
cart,
like a district fire.
I mean, you could
Destructive magic.
you can find out by doing these things.
You could look around.
you can
Yeah.
find out. You can find out.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Only the guy who's driving the car yells my cabbages.
Right. What'd you say?
Say something.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, how does the jailing system work? Is there like a cash bond thing?
You can also find out if you'd like.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to move the camera. Dang it, that's the one thing. It's this one. It's fine. Okay. You guys are all in view and everything. It's just, it's a little, like, lopsided-ish. Yeah. But it's okay.
Daruk found out the most important piece of information you can find out about the city, and that is that there's a bard college with an amphitheater. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of research, me and August did a bunch of research on ancient
Mm-hmm. Origin.
we did pretty good for ourselves. Wasn't too bad.
He's still there.
Who's that, Tonks?
August.
Oh. Yes, as you emerge from that chamber, August was standing in the hallway, seemingly a little bored, also a little concerned, but mostly just wanting to leave.
Walk up.
Can we go now?
Let's take forever. Yeah. Did we rest at the end of the last episode? Or did we just leave it off of exiting from despair?
So it was that you were leaving, and it was assumed that you'd head back to Ael's Wrath to rest stop as. Though some of you were definitely incorporeal in that fight, those of you, there were those of you that were not, and even those that were corporeal still felt the effects of the damage that they received. Maybe not necessarily like in a dream state, but definitely fatigue from it.
So
Mm.
I spent lessons regenerative abilities that
Yes.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Over and over and over again. All right. Yeah. There was actually one thing that I did not mention last time. That we kind of breezed over largely since we were getting, well, it was a little late at night too. I wanted to kind of wrap things up. But as you return to Ael's Wrath and get back to your rooms, or at least just before you get back to your rooms, you're stopped. The owner, who sees you all walking in, and he's a little confused. It's pretty late in the night, and normally visitors tend to stray towards the waking hours. Says, "Oh, hey guys, good to see you again." You see him just kind of behind the bar, cleaning up a little bit. A little late to be turning in, but not to worry. You have people coming in at different hours. One thing I wanted to note, we had an envoy come in here. It was from the Citadel, saying that they had it requested your presence earlier in the day, and you didn't show.
Damn, we missed the.
Well, that tracks.
Who came first?
There's no sending in this town? I mean, seriously.
From what I understand, the Drone Brew Order kind of monitors traffic of magical variety coming through. So if communications spells are cast within the town, they tend to hear them. So as a means to just make sure that messages are private, we tend to just have them handed physically, one and off, that kind of thing. Yeah, people are actually really fond also of the flying letters. You might see them every once in a while. Kind of hard to spot because it's pretty quick, but
So they wanted us to meet them today.
they did, yes, earlier today. They said that you had requested an audience with the Ranger-General
Yeah.
and it was escalated with high priority due to this severity of the audience request, and he was not met with, so he's probably not going to be in a good mood.
We were busy with site shenanigans.
We forgot to check into the inn.
Well, it's. I did want to go
Hmm.
Live and learn.
Sounds like tomorrow's problem. Going to sleep.
Do
Okay.
they give any way of?
That was more to the group, not
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Did they say that they're? That we're to meet them at some other point. That the meeting was canceled. Did they give any other information?
What do you? Oh. Yes, it is. Thank you. That was the exact feedback I was hoping for. I had asked some other friends that I saw were in the stream, and they didn't respond, Paul.
Not to call anyone out.
Not to
Uh,
name any.
All right, I've reduced the audio by quite a bit. Hopefully that sounds good, and thank you also for the feedback, because that was something I was really needing. Because for us, we can. I mean, it's very definitely like ambiance music at best. But I didn't. I saw the audio levels, and I was a little concerned. So I'm glad for the feedback. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So I guess
Kels,
we'll
right?
try to meet him
Okay, yeah.
tomorrow then.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Taco and Topher. Okay.
Well,
Should we just show up there and be like, "Hey, we just got the message"?
That was literally my plan.
did they say that
I mean, we could
we
go
were
now.
supposed to go back to the drum number order? Is that where they said to go?
No, the Citadel.
Citadel.
I mean, yeah. Did they leave any other correspondence, or we're supposed to meet them somewhere? It's been canceled because we were not here.
From what I understand, your meeting was rescheduled to tomorrow morning. So just be there as early as you can. Oh, and they said they would meet you at either the Citadel or the Bastion, depending on whichever one you were available. Just show up at one of them, and then they'll send word to the according, depending on where Ranger-General is currently at.
Awesome. Thanks for letting us know. We were doing a ritual thing at the Fate's Iris.
Sure.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just a mess.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up. It's appreciated.
No problem.
Here, hold on.
So are we just gonna go now, or wait till the morning? Let's go
It
take a
sounds
nap.
like it's been rescheduled.
So it's a reschedule till this morning.
First thing tomorrow morning. Hey, Ward. This sounds like a great test of August. Yeah, August. Ability. I know that you guys just kind of have to rest. Can you make sure that we're all up before dawn?
Sure. As soon as I'm finished with my repairs to Tonks,
Yeah.
I'll start my rest cycle early so that I'm up earlier than everyone else.
You're probably arriving back, by the way, around 12:30. It didn't. The events within that dream space, though, felt quite taxing. Happened quite rapidly.
Yeah, you did say it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And Milva Varna is not terribly huge, so getting from Fate's Iris over to Ael's Wrath, actually probably closer to about 1 that you guys get back. So might be a little tired in the morning, but not too bad.
That was a long.
Yeah, it was.
We did so little, but it took so long.
Right. So, as the party rests that evening and recuperates, that's when technically everybody levels up. Yay! Officially.
So I can do a long rest.
Yep. Everyone goes back to full hit points as well.
Push that button.
Now that we're at the same level as the last campaign when we ended things, time to end things. So,
All right, new characters.
You said full hit points. What about spells?
oh yeah, full long rest. Yeah.
Skyfalls.
It's such an easier way.
Rocks fall.
Sky rocks.
Well, rocks are OCs. Skeletal rocks with frost infusions fall, and giant scythe heads.
That tracks.
Everybody dies.
That tracks.
They all breathe ice.
Let's get my armor back to pretend that I'm not helpless for this death.
You haven't gotten your armor back yet.
No, I'm saying, like, if you're gonna bring everyone and kill us, can I at least get my armor back to pretend like I can survive?
If you go by the leatherworker shop, sure.
Pretend to go over there.
Stop annihilating the town. I need something.
He's sitting there like impaled. Where's my armor?
It's right.
Never tells me.
It starts to fall from the sky. Just time out. Time out.
Hmm.
You're back.
Yeah, put in a space for safekeeping. Quick,
A refund.
use a diamond. All right. So, as dawn breaks the next day, everyone wakes up fully rested. The day is yours. Where would you like to go?
Oh, we're just gonna loaf around and do nothing today, right?
Cool.
Yeah. Fuck the Ranger-General.
Alright, so it's 8 o'clock, we're gonna go back to sleep again.
Okay.
Requests an audience, doesn't show up, leaves, refuses to elaborate.
Sees a 500 gold fine apiece for wasting the board's time.
Requests an audience provides surprisingly good detailed notes and
Or
Ritz.
worse, the Ranger General has a say on the Ranger teams out in the forest. He might be that pissed.
Yeah. All right, bring these assholes back. They're talking to me one way or another.
KOS.
Just yeah. Higher. It's a higher bounty for dead.
Yeah.
context the Burning Man.
I got space on my walls for trophies.
Right. Yeah. True. So, where do you go first?
Yes.
Citadel.
Yeah, Citadel.
It's straight there. It's probably what we should do.
Okay.
Is that where we went last time? Citadel.
So there is the Ulubar Citadel, which is like the center for the military, and then adjacent to that, across the street, is Laurel Bastion.
Which is why it does not matter which one we go to. We will walk across the street.
We'll have to wait longer for him to show up. Probably be the Citadel. Unless it's a creeper just waiting for us to come out.
We did put it in at the Bastion. As my notes say.
Sebastian is closer to Citadel. Citadel's in Rao Vidair.
Hmm?
The Citadel is in Rao Vidair, right?
No.
No?
Nope.
Ulbar. The Ulbar Citadel?
Ulubar Citadel.
Ulubar.
So that is the
Ulubar?
large. Oh, sorry. You know what? I forgot. This is one of the advantages of having redone everything. We can pull up the map on the table and show the stream.
Hey,
Let's do that. There's that, and then pull up the map.
Yeah.
so this will probably
Email.
apply to you two the most, but
Blood out.
if we get
Hey, it's even
a
facing the
tuning
right
fork
way.
attuned to any
On the
other
camera.
planes of existence, we can go there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or the Feywild. But I need
So,
something attuned
I
to that
think it would be
place.
good.
this is the Elder Tree in the center of the city.
Wow,
Nice.
what a tree.
Well, I
The
can't
Drow
go unless I
area,
have
which
one
resides
attuned to
beneath
that.
it.
Well, we can go to that.
I thought it was an island floating.
Yeah, of
Oh.
darkness. Seal of Enclave, Fate's Iris. We've got Ael's Wrath, where you guys are staying. And then we have the two buildings which you've been instructed to go to. Ulubar Citadel, the center for the army. We'll say headquarters for the army. And then Laurel Bastion, which is more law enforcement and city guard, that kind of variety.
So they're right next to each other.
They are, yes.
That's where the joke is of like, doesn't matter which one you go to.
Basically, are you going to roll the dice and see if you waste a little bit more of his time or not?
So
I mean, we
But yeah,
gotta
I mean,
make,
you have to roll the dice.
we gotta make him come to us, right? We're not gonna go to where he's at. We gotta go to the opposite building.
If you want him to come to you, he's got 600 feet range.
He can get you.
Yeah.
So,
High or low?
Hi.
I'm gonna go to the citadel.
Citadel it is. All right.
okay.
That was
So-
the wrong choice.
That's where I'm supposed to go first.
Yeah, we're the guy at the inn just told us to go where?
He told you to go. He told you to go to the Citadel.
That's where we're going.
So, as they say, you chose wisely. Arriving at the Ulabar Citadel, or just the Citadel for short, you see a large garrison for the true military of Milva Varna. Walking in, you see a massive, somewhat dome-like structure. It's kind of like a how best to describe it? Imagine like a giant silo where it's a very round, large, massive cylinder in the center that kind of slowly tapers upward towards that green dome at the top. While approaching, you do see that there are many platforms coming off of the structure, and on occasion, you see a giant eagle fly off from one of them.
No.
Yes.
Walking in, there are large, kind of arched doorways with this beautiful emerald plating that kind of frames out the side. It gives this all kind of one big structure of both this kind of pale limestone color and emerald highlighted accent pieces, which are definitely accented by the top dome, where you see that large emerald colored plating on top of it too, and a gold circle on top, just to kind of provide a little bit more accent to it. So, walking in, you see a collection of different people kind of walking about. You see what look like proper soldiers. They are wearing full plated armor, although it definitely has that elven elegance to it, where you can see, while very strong and sturdy, provides ample movement when needed. As you see these soldiers walking by, you also get to see the ground cavalry also walking about. Some of them, a couple of them, walking about are minotaurs, wielding lances. In fact, what passive perceptions, real quick? 11. But here you probably are like, this scythe, like, holy shit, and you're more focused on it.
You're the scythe of my dreams.
Blade
of my dreams.
Okay. Which
17.
17? Okay. 17.
29.
Yep.
What am I doing?
Little
Passive perception.
Oh, 19.
Okay. All right. So
Gummy bear brains here.
everybody
I
but
was like,
Vadir.
huh?
Vadir's just like kind of scoping everything in and just
Oh,
little
wait, 21. Sorry.
still high enough.
Okay.
Barely.
Yeah. Basically anybody with 15 see that there's a couple centaur walking around, one of which you definitely recognize from the Drone Brew Order, wielding a lance that has this new kind of little spiral pattern down the actual kind of pike-esque portion of it. Something that you had not seen yesterday. What an asshole. But walking about, you see them walking around. You also see a couple of the pens for creatures towards the back of the structure. It's very kind of like open area-esque, with one kind of central column in the center of the building. And in the back pens, you can hear both snorts and growls from the different mounted creatures that the cavalry may ride. If anybody wants to make a perception check, you're welcome to do so, to kind of get a good look as to some of them.
16.
16? Okay. 18. Okay, so both of you looking around and just kind of taking note of what's going on back there.
Ooh.
Um,
While we were walking over, I would like to cast sending to the general of the Underdark dudes and say,
oh, okay.
hey man, we're on our way to meet with the Ranger General. Come now if you'd like to be there.
Oh yeah, we did say.
Because we told him we'd tell him. And Ren definitely remembered that.
If you're started off with knock knock.
Knock knock. Excellent facto.
Okay, so I'll allow it.
Okay.
After
We haven't met with anybody important yet.
you hear kind of an exasperated sigh. I'll be up in a moment. So, looking back at the pens, you see the land-based mounts. You see pretty typical of what you expect for mounted soldiers, horses. But you also see wargs and dire wolves, and even a few tigers.
We got tigers.
Do any of those tigers have wings?
Not here that you see.
Oh,
No leggers. Good to know.
Hey, we're in the clear. We ain't got no more goods. Okay,
Yeah, they have
We're on the up
bears.
and up.
we're all clear. All contraband has been dispersed.
Question.
Except for that guy's
Yeah.
arm.
Where has our organ been?
Unless you took him with you to this meeting, he'd be stabled back at Hale's Wrath. All right, so
Be interesting to compare mountains.
That is
Oh, yeah.
the largest water bottle I've ever seen. So,
That's how much water. Drink 2 of these a day.
oh my.
damn, well done.
Because I got dry ass lips. Crusty,
Hydrated.
dusty lips.
Okay. Info I didn't know we needed, but we have at least.
Just saying, man. Look, I get a lot of shit about my lips.
Ward's next magic item.
Chapstick. Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
No amount of
Elijah.
chapstick's enough. It covers, but then it's just like gonna sloughs off. So, as you walk in, you do see this kind of like central column that effectively has both a large spiraling stairwell that leads up into where you can only see the ceiling into likely the second floor. But you do see offices that are kind of built into it, kind of to both maintain probably just any sort of provisions or requisitions that may come of the Citadel, as well as a few people that may be talked to, spoken with. And they have your typical kind of like long entry, not entry, carved window to be able to speak with them. Like a help desk, if you will.
That's where we're going.
So walking in, you get the kind of similar vibes as the Bastion before. However, the people working behind these desks are soldiers, though not wearing full armor at this point. They still are wearing like full plate. They would be wearing more akin to kind of like studded leather armor that you would see of someone who is not necessarily in battle regalia, but still of station. So, what do?
You said we recognized one of the guards?
You recognize the centaur who was walking about with a brand new, probably enchanted.
The one
Plants.
that he saw.
But I didn't see it because my passive perception's too low.
Oh.
All
Wow,
of you,
look, a centaur.
I should say this, all of you saw the centaur, but only you two recognized that his lance had a new spiral pattern on it that was not there the other day.
I guess you got an enchantment, huh?
Yes, so. Unfortunately.
Dude.
He turns over. Excuse me.
Allergy.
Was I
Ah.
not here for
Weird.
the game I missed?
Yeah.
What they're
I
talking
have-
about?
From the north. Really weird sneezes up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't have that problem here.
Yeah. You need to us, I guess.
What are you doing in
that's
here?
pretty
Weren't you
cool.
at the can I see you guys at the order?
Yeah. Neat spear.
Oh, it's a lance.
That's
Lance.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't. Martial weapons aren't my thing.
I get it. So, what are you doing here?
We're here to meet with the Ranger-General.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we just got the message late last night. Apparently, we were supposed to meet yesterday, but
oh, you're the guys that stood him up.
Unintentional.
Ah, yeah.
Can't stand someone up you don't know.
To be fair, it's a magical city. I would have thought someone would have had some way to get a hold of us.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand that. Now, I heard from him that he was going to be meeting with some people that had something like really important to talk to him about, but I just didn't really kind of understand why somebody would stand him up if it was supposed to be really important. So, kind
Well,
of.
he
What?
gave us a
We
time
didn't know.
to meet with him. He just
Yeah, we didn't even know we would have the actual meeting.
Well, yeah, but you guys requested the meeting with him, and then he sent word to the place that you were staying.
so we're supposed to sit on our hands all day waiting for word whether we're gonna see a man about a thing he may or may not care about?
Talking to the Ranger-General, yeah.
Okay.
I honestly thought it would take longer, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm
too.
kind of surprised too. But apparently there was something about what you guys said that kind of rung a bell with him.
It is really important. So that's why we're here at the Ask Crack of Dawn.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were kind of preparing to fight, world-ending forces yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We were kind of caught up in a ritual.
Mm.
But anyway, do you know where we check in for that meeting?
Yeah, I can take you up to him.
Oh, amazing!
I'm one of his lieutenants, so yeah.
Hey, nice lance.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Pretty stick.
Oh, it is
Yes,
much more than
martial
pretty. But yeah. All right, well, go on. I'll take you
Tell
up.
him your side.
Starts kind of ushering you in. It's up to you if you want to show him or not.
I'll just
Draw your weapon in the middle of it.
I'll just clomp along next to him.
Oh, come on, it's cool. You should show it off.
That's a whole lot of
Place and
holes
time.
up in here.
Place and
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Not the place, not the time.
Maybe outside.
Outside.
Catch me
Hey.
outside. How about
Right, I
that?
was just saying, let's take this outside.
Got 2 pairs of hooves amongst us. It's pretty good.
4 between the three of us.
And that's what I mean, like 2 pairs each.
Oh yeah. Right. Your pair is different than my pair.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
I've got more speed variety.
Got more of the labyrinth variety.
So I noticed.
It's messed.
North is that way.
Pretty good trick. I also know it's that way too, but that's because I'm more akin to the area.
True. That forest will mess you up though.
For some.
And
Yep.
just my
Not all
link
of us
with
are fake.
Rainier, and I go. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 hooves, wah, 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 martial weapons, wah, wah, wah.
You said we saw minotaurs in the military here?
No,
Or was
centaurs.
it- Oh, centaurs. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
If I said minotaurs, I meant centaurs.
Okay.
No, you said centaurs.
Okay. So as he leads you up, and these are kind of like wide stair, like a wide spiral staircase that leads up into the second floor, meant for basically just a good amount of traffic that would potentially travel, but also larger creatures, not unlike a centaur or a minotaur.
Hey, we don't hate these stairs.
They're kind of So the stairwells themselves, and fair point, also the stairs are wide too. So as you make it up to the second floor, though, it is here that you see additional, and this one is not quite the wide floor plan you saw before. This one actually is sectioned off into what looks more like offices and barracks meant for actually housing soldiers than more so deployment of them, which you kind of got the vibe from in the first floor. That was more if rapid deployment of the armed forces of Milva Varna need to happen, that's kind of where they go from. Not to mention also the large creatures which resided on the first floor as well. So in the second floor, you also do see that there are more soldiers that have kind of the similar plated armor from the ones you had seen on the first floor, but they have a bit more intricacy to the design of them. They look likely like they're just higher stationed officers within the army. As this centaur, who has not introduced himself yet, as I just realized you don't know his name, continues to guide you down the way, kind of moves you from one hallway into another until eventually you recognize, based off your just general locale, that you're kind of winding to the northern side of the building, where it does end in a rather kind of ominous door. It does have that kind of squared off design to it, not totally fitting of the elven architecture, more of a place of not just importance, but also what could potentially be a fortified building within a building. So walking up, you did know that the floor was pristine here, very well kept, different from the first floor, which had a bit, not a huge amount of dust to it or anything, but a bit more traveled kind of approach. And walking up to the doors, you see him kind of turn back. Centaur addresses you. So, you've never met him before. I would just recommend keeping your questions and answers kind of poignant, making sure you're right to business. He respects that. Sure.
Did the drow surveying ever?
You didn't make it.
Okay. Well,
See, we don't make a big deal about getting stood up.
If Thurban Amakir happens to show up downstairs, he would like to be in the meeting as well. There's some things that concern him specifically that he mentioned he could be a part of the conversation for.
Oh. Okay.
He said he was on his way.
Oh, all right. Well,
Leave word with someone downstairs to send them.
okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna be in the room with you guys.
Oh, wonderful! Can you send a message to someone just in case and let him in, or?
Sure. I'll let you in first, and I'll come back.
Oh.
Kind of gives it a solid. Hey, boss.
yeah.
Those guys that that were here to see yesterday, yeah, they're here today.
Great.
Oh, I see. what's
Son of
going on.
man.
Took me a second.
All right. He kind of grabs the door handle. Good luck. Opens the doorway. Ranger-General. These are the guys. So go on in. I'll go send word. And I'll be right back. Don't wait on me.
For those on the stream, Jacob reprising his role as
Yeah.
the Ranger General.
Varath was my campaign 1 character.
Yeah. So,
Neato. You're gonna have a whole Smeagol moment.
in his well-decorated office, you see that there are quite a few hunting trophies that Varath has acquired over his years of adventuring. Walking in, it does have that kind of like bit of presence to the room. Varath himself as well. Well decorated as well, and definitely wearing armor that you all recognize is befitting not of just a Ranger General, but a well-accomplished veteran adventurer.
Wait, where did Dorgird go?
I feel like I vote Dorgiern as our spokesperson.
I'm not talking back and forth with myself.
I have to do it so much, please. I'm just kidding.
I like how we took opposite approaches. I was
Yeah.
like, where's Dorgird?
Yeah.
You see there are two other people within the room next to Varath as well. You see a pretty studded leather armored, also similarly has that bit of like, probably an adventure. Bugbear standing next to him, crossed arms, kind of giving you a little bit of a raised eyebrow.
Do we recognize that bugbear?
You do not.
Okay. It's like, is this like a surprise?
No.
Is he missing an arm?
Oh, that would have been amazing. No. This one is definitely not befitting of Handsome Bog's kind of title of being handsome. His hair is more gruff, more of the I spend my time out in the woods kind of variety of person. And the second one is a man with slightly burned armor. It has this kind of like charcoal look to it. And you see a tiny little like kind of dragon-esque elemental on his shoulder.
It's the Burning Man.
Kind of also looking at you guys. Just kind of sizing everyone up.
Do I recognize him as the Burning Man?
This is the Burning Man.
Okay.
So, as the centaur closes the door behind you guys and just says, I'll be right back, but don't wait on me. You walk in and you see these three individuals in the room, along with, would you want to give any description of anything else in the room? Or in addition to probably the trophies, maybe?
It's very neat, very tidy. Not very much in the way of superfluous details or anything. Other than like the trophies that are mounted. Specifically, on either side of his desk behind him are two Illithid trophies.
Impressive.
He's a bit of a past with mind flayers, and he decided to settle that in the time between campaign 1 and 2. He's on the taller end of an elf, about 5.5 feet. His armor and weapons are immaculate, but not ostentatious. Nothing like glittery or anything like that, but obviously very well made. Also his cloak shifts colors slightly. He also has dark blonde hair and black eyes. And he's a wood elf.
Right on.
So, as Bernie Man kind of looks over, sir, look, if you really want us to kind of handle these conversations, I'd be happy to do it for you. But I understand if it's overstepping. You tell me what you want.
Oh no, they said it was oh so urgent. Urgent enough to where they could not show up.
How about that?
This is gonna be a pointless conversation we keep going down this because we didn't know you wanted us here and we had other things going on.
You
So
told
we can
us where
drop
you-
in and move on, or we can leave.
You told us where you were staying, and then you didn't tell the bartender where you
Well,
were going
we're
to
here
be.
now. So either we have the conversation or the sentence.
Okay.
It's a bold play.
Well then, that's how it is.
We're here to report on a.
We're-
We're
We can't.
sorry
We just got us kicked out.
Right. He's like,
We
fine.
haven't
I
kicked
didn't
us
want
out
to
yet.
bullshit
Please,
anyway.
please
Get him out.
excuse the cat. He's a little grumpy when he doesn't get a full night's rest for all of his beauty sleep and training. We are sincerely sorry for wasted your time yesterday. We were stuck in a ritual that took longer than expected. We were out of pocket unexpectedly, literally in the astral sea, accidentally. So, but we're back now, and it is a matter of great urgency. We appreciate you taking the time to meet with us. We've tried to get in contact with Orkbun. We met up with her daughter, and she was trying to get a message out, but I don't know if it has reached her, given the difficulty contacting her where she currently is in the Feywild, but definitely try. We heard that you might be here, and we were hoping to get some assistance. What would you like to know? Where can we fill in gaps? How best to get you this information? Also, common or elvish? Which do you?
Or a psychic.
Either, that's fine.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak common so my compatriots can understand.
It's fine.
Wonderful. Where can we fill in gaps? Where best to start from?
You want to see our conspiracy wall?
He does love a good conspiracy wall. Well, why don't we just start with why you're here?
Initially, we're hoping that you might have some guidance or I don't know support that you can give us, Tisha, or something. We feel a little bit out of our depth with the knowledge that we've encountered, and hoping that you could give us some guidance or assistance in taking this foe quite seriously. There is what we believe to be a world-threatening cult that's trying to bring back an entity that intends to take out the gods.
Yes, there's always a world-ending cult. With either resurrecting a god or ascending to godhood. I'm well aware. Which cult are you speaking of this time?
The Shatter.
The Shatter. Would Varath have any knowledge of the Shatter?
He would know that they're a nuisance,
Mm-hmm.
and that they also have worked with the Crimson Cow in the past too.
Okay. But their presence inside of the Kalgon Forest is not really.
No.
I've heard of them. I've also heard of their affiliation with the Crimson Cowl,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but inside this forest, inside of Milva Varna, we've not had any issues with them.
That is a small blessing in and of itself. It's fortunate that your people are so protected from their influence. They seem to be spreading across Tasia. In almost every city that we've come across, they had some sort of presence, and seems to be growing. Their goals are, as far as we've been able to discern, are to collect the pieces of a shattered entity known as the Shattered,
And the
hence
plan
the
to shatter it.
name of the cult, but also known as.
Do you know how many of these pieces? Do you even know what they look like, or how they determine what they are?
As far as we understand it, they have been digging for them in sites of ancient, like forgotten places where there are lots of relics and things. They were looking for a piece underneath Pharaohfall. New name TBD, by the way. It's no longer cursed. Yeah. Their leader, or one of their leaders or higher up generals, intimated that they are close to achieving all of the pieces they need to put the entity back together. The timetable seems to be moving rather quickly.
Do we know that for sure? Have you verified it? They could be bluffing, just to make it seem like it's pointless to continue to resist.
They've enslaved a genie and are working to increase the size and possibly number of wounds, tears, and reality across Tasia.
A genie?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, and the bugbear kind of speaks up. Talking about wounds and tears.
Mm-hmm.
You think it might be related?
I wouldn't count it out. These all showed up 60 years ago.
Wasn't the hag also trying to kind of working with the cult?
Yeah, they seem to have struck a deal with quite a few interesting and abnormal creatures across Tasia. They're working with hags to do research on tears and wounds across Tasia, to manipulate the power that comes from them.
Were they night hags?
Have you ever heard of Rochelle?
Yes.
We killed her. She was working.
The Shadeheart killed her and her sisters.
Oh, good. They're all dead then. Yay!
She was the last, and she was only spared because there was something pressing that we had to take care of first. But back to the matter at hand. What do you know about the wounds?
Yeah, I'm really interested in that too. The Burning Man spoke up.
What?
God was speaking.
Right.
Right.
Go on.
Aren't
It's
you the
me.
guy?
God.
What's his
Wait.
name? Mike or the guy that?
Jonathan?
No.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Metagame Jeff.
Metagame Jeff.
I should
I'm really interested
He's not in
that
this
too.
meeting.
I should introduce you to my associates here. You said the fireman, the man on fire was
Yes.
to my left or my right?
To your left. Your
my
left.
This here is Dawn, an
Dawn.
adventure under my
Hey.
command, a wildfire druid.
Yep. Good to meet you.
And this is Holbina, another adventure under my command.
Olbanon? Is that
Olbanoth,
Bugbear kind of gives you a nod. Hey,
another ranger, and also believe a bit of a holding. Was it? It was a bugbear man or?
I retconned that. Sorry, the centaur.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where the hell? Hang on.
Yeah, your notes that you
okay.
gave me said it was a bugbear.
Yes. Sorry. Where are my notes? I have them written down somewhere.
I thought the centaur was Runyerin.
He does run the errands.
Yes, the centaur is the errand runner. Where did I put my? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, Brigadier Lance. So, right, not a sea elf. Forgot I changed that. Yeah, so he's a centaur cavalier, but he is his own mount.
Seems legit.
Brigadier Lance was the...
No, the other.
Dawn and Olbanon. Not sure if I spelled it right.
I didn't know the centaur was back.
Yes, sorry. So yeah, he walks back in. That is Lance. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Centaur's back and you're gonna
It
be.
was the original idea I had for him, and I forgot I changed him to a sea elf, so I'm just changing it back to centaur.
Something I never asked though was Brigadier Lance's name or is that his title?
Brigadier is his title, and then Lance is his name.
and that's the
He's
centaur
Lance
that
and
brought
he's
us
the
up here.
Lance.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
So yes, so the bugbear is Halbanoth, and he is kind of the one who was a bit more kind of closed off from you all, but also the one that asked about the portals. And then Don is the one who was more like, oh yeah, well, really interested to know what you want to have, or really interested to know what you know about those.
Is it Don or Dawn?
Don.
Don.
Yep.
I wrote Dawn because
If you want to write his
fine.
last name, his Vandeval.
Is Vanderball?
His Vandeval.
Is Vanderval.
Yeah.
Battle line
Is
to band.
So yeah, just Don. Although Dawn would have actually been really good too. But yeah,
That's why I thought you said Dawn because
Yeah.
he's a burning.
True. But no, Don.
Yep.
Well, Don, sir, there are quite a few things that we know about the wounds, in particular related to the Shattered, in particular related to storing, in particular to use for transmutative purposes, in particular to use to garner power to fuel other things. What would you like to know?
In particular to closing them.
How to close him
Oh,
permanently.
Didn't we just
Yeah,
beat the shit
we
out of
did.
it?
We did do that. Attacking it helps. Magic.
You dispelled one, didn't you?
Did dispel magic successfully multiple times, depending on the strength of the wound. Seemed to help. If it's encircled with storing and seems to have been created, destroying the storing or disimbuing the storing with whatever energy's been charged with helps.
That's all great for us.
What? All three of them
Can I?
for you?
Go ahead.
We've been dealing with a couple of them,
Oh.
and that's all good information.
I honestly have a theory that if they're tearing multiples across in other areas, I think it's destabilizing this realm and creating more. Even though they're not here to tear them open. Although, be very, very sure that you don't have someone sneaking in and opening them or something sympathetic.
Yeah, we don't have those problems.
Okay.
We have more problems that things are coming through them.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
That's what happened in Pharaoh.
Oh, what plane
Yeah.
of existence?
Is it okay? I mean, I won't give too much detail.
Go ahead.
Plane of Spring for one of them.
Oh,
And-
I haven't encountered Fable. Okay.
And then not sure about the other one. We think Shadowfell.
That one we did encounter. Yeah.
Probably kind of looks
Mhm.
Shadowfell.
Mhm. That one was nasty. Quicklings. Been experiencing that?
No.
There were several quicklings.
No.
And, lots of undead things. Lots of undead things.
We haven't seen undead things. We've
Oh.
seen more monsters of the what's the designation? The emotionless variety, the ones that come through that they're empties. They like the hungry, the sorrowful, that kind.
Oh.
I think the undead parts that we dealt with were because of the Shattered's general or the Shattered's
That definitely could be.
lieutenant that was there.
Yeah, and then you guys. So you said Burning Man at one point.
Oh, yeah, he saw him in the woods.
Oh yeah. We have a plant problem
Oh,
for the Plant of Spring, so
yeah.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
I've been burning.
Carnivorous plants or
Yeah,
yeah.
to
Okay.
say the least.
Interesting.
How,
Well,
how much success have you had against that?
We keep them at bay.
But no luck in closing the tear?
Not really.
Have you had magic users attempting to spell and close it or attack the storing?
Ain't got
around
enough
it?
Brits to go around.
We haven't. Yeah, I haven't gotten that close to be able to get that far in. So we've been basically just keeping creatures from getting too far into the Kalgon Forest and keeping them to the area that those portals opened up to begin with.
Well, I can't guarantee we'll be successful, and I don't want to speak for my friends, but I, for one, would be interested in seeing it and attempting to close it if you guys can handle keeping the monster.
No,
away.
it's not your fight. It's not your problem to deal with. That's something that like we'll handle. If I don't speak out of turn, I'm sorry. It's
you're fine. I'd rather not have outsiders dealing with it because none of you look like you have an ounce of Fey ancestry. We can't spare the resources to go and rescue you from the forest.
we get trapped somewhere.
yeah, you could end up getting like killed.
Well, it's kind of been our every day lately.
Maybe if I sprouted an extra set of hooves.
Or getting other people killed, which would also be bad.
Well, yeah, we did. Well, fair enough. Offers on the table if you should ever need us. You know, not that you need it, but
Hear a knock at the door. Soldier opens up. Sir, the captain from the Drow is here to speak with you.
that's us.
I'll let him in.
Gestures. See him walk in and takes a knee. Ranger-General.
Welcome.
Oh, should we have?
I was not told that you were joining us. It's fine.
Respect the order.
Come in.
Our bad. We got distracted with details.
I apologize. I did not mean to interrupt your conversations. Please continue. I will wait.
Earlier you were asking for assistance, information.
Well, I mean, you battled the world ending force once, so kind of made sense to come to you with another potentially world ending force.
Hmm. Yes. And I mean, we didn't really know what we were doing when we went into it either. But is there anything
So this is,
specific
like,
you're looking
normal?
for?
Is it normal to feel like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything specific though you're looking
If I may.
Yeah.
Depending on the amount of help that you would wish to lend us in this potentially dangerous threat that threatens all of us, you could lend troops to hunt out Cult of the Shattered. You could spread propaganda throughout the lands, so that they know that we know, and that we're after them. Aren't going to find them. Maybe you can kick up the dirt so that we can get a lead on their next venture to dig up a piece of the Shattered, so that we could obtain it for ourselves and prevent them from unleashing this catastrophe in the first place. Also, you could use any type of any network that you have to gather information for us, and 'cause it seems as of right now, other than us, there's not many people that have a line on this, and the more time that passes, the closer they're gonna get.
Does Varath recognize that Ward is one of Medusius's creations?
Absolutely.
Oh, and August is with me?
Huh?
And August is with me?
I don't know if August would be with. He's kind of inseparable from you at this point. Actually, yeah. So he'll be with you too.
So
So
we're just a couple of warforged hanging
Yeah.
out next to a guy who knows.
August
yeah,
is
and you
just
see,
like, shing, shing.
yeah, and
Can we go yet?
yeah, both of so for the above 20s, you see that Thurvon's just looking at both of you still like, fuck. Still just like, he understood that you're not with her, but like he's still just like, fucking
Yeah,
don't like it.
because I mean, for all he knows, I could be a plant.
Yeah.
Sleeper
not a plant,
agent.
But I mean,
I don't
But yeah.
trust it.
Varath would, I think, given everything he's seen and how rarely he's seen them. Oh yeah.
do with that which will.
I wasn't expecting to see one of Medusius's creations walk into my office today, I have to say.
Oh, we just met him the other day. He was in the
Yeah.
Underdark.
The other one, that one.
So did not.
Yeah, I'm pointing to his left, like where I am
August.
imagining August to be.
You see August just like absentmindedly, just again, yeah. To your point, sheathing and unsheathing his arm blades.
They're both.
What do you mean?
Your companion there was created by someone named Medusius. I was not expecting to see one of her creations walk into my office. But
Wow, we have confirmation.
Yeah, on all of August and I's research, I am coming to find this out as of yesterday myself, that I am a creation of Medusa's. I would appreciate time after our important discussion, speaking with you privately on any information you may be able to give us.
if
'Cause
there's
August-
time, maybe. But as far as what they're asking for information on trying to locate shattered remnants and stuff like that, I'm assuming that Varath would probably have some sort of spy network out in the greater world, just
Absolutely.
keeping an eye on things.
Yep.
While his focus is primarily in the forest and keeping the entities from the two other cities that fell from reaching Milva Varna is his priority. He's got to
Sorry,
know.
what?
This is out of character.
I know.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
But he would still have spies out there to keep track of things going on outside,
Absolutely.
That's
Elves on
right.
different continents, even.
things that would potentially cause problems for them in the Kalgon Forest, or even keeping an ear out for remnants of the Philiovas.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm sure that's probably of particular interest to him.
that's
Still.
a personal interest.
Yeah.
He has more room for illithid heads.
Mm-hmm. Couple blank spots in the walls that
mhm.
really, kind of round out the feel.
But he'd be willing to look into it using his spy network, but he would need something in exchange, and I don't know what he'd want in exchange yet.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
Oh, he wants something for.
Well, um, as you kind of are thinking, you were hard to hear, but I think that's probably fixed if you're just speaking directly to Mike.
Yeah, that's why. I
Yeah,
moved
gotcha.
it so I can,
Cool.
yeah. 'Cause I
Um,
think when I was talking to him, I was this way. you
Yep,
know,
absolutely.
so-
Yeah. So in that moment, you see Halvanath kind of look over to you. Sir, I'd like to make a suggestion.
What's that?
If you could use some of your network to, send out feelers, that kind of thing, we could maybe use a hand in the future. Obviously, they have their own thing to take care of, but once they wrap up, or if they have a moment, we might be able to try and use their expertise.
You mean in reaching the other cities?
Yeah, make a play for one of them at least.
Other cities?
It
Milva Varna used to be one of 3 cities in the Kalgon Forest. The other 2 are no more.
their elder trees fell.
Oh no.
From what we've seen, portals opened up kind of in the heart of them, and creatures overran both. The elder trees weren't as large as Milva Varna's.
So that's where the Fae and Shadowfell creatures are coming from then?
Not just, they're not Fae. It's the realm of,
Realm Spring.
yeah. And that, not Halbanath. Don speaks up at that point. Yeah, you see that realm of spring, it's, people think it's a place of life and growth, and it is, but unchecked.
Excessive.
Yeah, so plants there will just continuously grow, and that's when they come through, and then they try to keep growing, which normally wouldn't be a bad thing, but it's normally at the cost of something else. So that's kind of the problem we're dealing with.
Like an infestation.
Yeah. If you're familiar with strangler fig, like grows up trees and then eventually just chokes them out by basically taking it. Same kind of concept, but over anything.
I wonder if that's spring. I wonder if that's also like the realm of winter. Where Jack is, remember?
Here, I see her probably pick up at that.
See, Jack.
Yeah, Jack Frost.
We helped him solve an issue.
And we have
Is he
snowball
still
fight.
kidnapping adventurers in their sleep?
Yeah. He gave us this globe so we can go back. And this mug of endless hot chocolate.
I know what they are.
Do you know Jack?
You know, Jack about
Yeah, it's been
It's been.
over 60 years.
Oh,
But yes, I know who he is.
he seems pretty lonely, actually. If you ever get a free moment, he'd come visit.
I haven't had a free moment in 60 years.
Oh. Sorry.
Anyways,
So the other cities fell to wounds?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite serious.
Were they infiltrated by the Yuan-Ti?
Is this in character or not?
Out of character.
Okay, no.
No. Okay. So the wounds don't necessarily show up places where like the Yuan-Ti had like their cults and stuff at.
No.
Okay.
They were more,
Take it over.
they were able to open some, but that was not like the,
These are just
rule.
ramifications of us throwing Repnut through a portal and him exploding.
nothing like that.
You.
Yeah, it's not it's not that. That
Oh.
I should have done that. That would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Retcon.
But no. Yeah, I know, right?
I thought that
Uh,
was the cause of it. It was like him exploding like
Well,
in...
so- Yes, that circumstance. No, I meant I was thinking specifically the 2 portals that opened up in those cities. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, that would have been really good if I was like, yeah, the portals closed where you had them, but now they opened up in other spots.
Hmm.
That would have been really clever. Damn it.
Okay.
No, I just had them open up in random spots because canonically that is what happens. Portals do just open up in random spots. They can be forced open, but they can also just open up randomly. And if there's enough life energy to sustain them, they can grow quite large. Which, as one may infer, these ones probably
Well,
are.
dang, if those wounds are just growing unchecked, that's not good for the world. Well, obviously, this is probably more in depth than you need to get. But if you have someone that is leading the charge against the Battle of the Wounds, I have the 2 tomes strapped to my belt, and I had these 2 tomes, and then I've started writing notes. Be happy to go through them with everybody. I'm trying to piece things together, and I recount what we've battled with the wounds to whoever's leading the charge. Happy to sit down.
Start.
Sure.
Oh, like both of you? You want to be in the weeds too? I know you're busy. I just take a.
That's up to you.
I'll take a look at them, but it'd probably be better if if we had others taking a closer look.
Oh, we can take a look at them for sure.
I'm sure I've got like adjutants as well that would be able to assist.
I'd be happy to work with Dawn and Hobanoff.
Hey, I'm here too, guys.
And
Lance?
Yeah.
Lance too.
Cool.
Again, man, that Lance is just something else.
Right.
Wait. Lance.
Yes.
Lance.
Yes.
Intentional?
Yes.
Yes.
Lance meets swords.
I don't like him.
I like
That's all that matters.
Hey, you all right, man? You seem like you're just kind of sad and spooky.
this.
You just made his day.
He's back.
Go ahead.
I mean, I don't want to speak for the whole group, but
Good.
I'm sure we'd be happy to help with the portals, but you did just mention that we don't have Fey ancestry, so would we still need a guide, or is there something
Like,
you can give us that would allow us to not get lost in the woods?
Well, yeah. So, my idea was basically that I would take like you, maybe a couple of my other druid friends or some of the rangers. We would all make a push into one of them.
Hey,
maybe
he's half
an-
druid.
Maybe an eagle.
We're
riding
right.
the location.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we're gonna
An eagle
ride the eagles.
I mean, that does seem like an over allocation of resources. I don't want to.
I'll kind of like step up a little bit. It's an absolute necessity.
I have a broom.
Is it a
Aye.
rare necessity?
Bare necessity.
Eagles don't just let anyone ride them.
No. I can carry some people. I mean,
A couple of us are a little heavy.
Chunky.
A few of us are a little heavy.
How fast are we flying? I have a broom.
it depends on what we're using.
Yeah, I have a feeling an animal's probably going to fly faster than my broom. Maybe. I don't know. Depends.
I
Pretty
can by myself. I absolutely can. Carrying some people probably still okay. But yeah, you got some bigger guys too.
You can carry me.
Oh my.
You wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, I got a Gorgon.
See, Lance.
Is that hard to switch?
Hey,
your
where
voice?
you get a Gorgon from?
What was it?
Where'd you get a Gorgon from?
Oh, it was kind of mind controlled. Outside of a cave. Up in the Abrasian Mountains. Or, like, heading up to the Abrasian.
You saved it.
Hmm?
You saved it.
He wrestled it
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. I wrestled it and knocked it out. And then we dealt with a thing that was it was all in its mind.
Ah,
And then, like, I told it that I was a friend. And it was all, and then it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
It was like, draw, and then it was like, whoa, and then it was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
You smacked a little. Whoop out.
Yeah.
See Halbanoth kind of look. I don't know if that's exactly how that happened, but I also don't have the means to tell you what didn't happen.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, he's just kind of looking like, I don't know about that.
Technically,
We
not.
killed a bunch of creatures that were attacking us. Grabbed it by the horns, told it bad cow. Now
I mean, we did knock it unconscious first, and then when it came to,
he did grab it by the horns before knocking it.
it did.
It's the second time he's done that. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of impressive.
It's pretty effective.
He's pretty good at taming things.
I was on to handle them there.
No, I meant the second time he's grabbed it by the one.
Grab
by
the
horns.
Gorgon specifically.
Oh, yeah.
So how have we come across two Gorgons?
Varath at this point is probably getting a little just bored and like, I'm done with this conversation. If I had
Oh,
to guess.
The dark elf.
So while we have you, we wanted to bring
I was kind of curious how on the side.
Proven with us. We encountered this other Warforged in his area, and we were interested in speaking with it. So we woke it up, and he seems to have been sent by Medusius for help.
Hmm.
I don't know why she would have sent it here, but
Cannot stress it enough that Medusius is not a friend of the Drow and should be treated as such. These Warforged, though still under suspicious circumstances, have entered the city. Do not appear to be hostile, but my people cannot stress enough that Medusius cannot be trusted. I apologize, you were still speaking. I
can't
No,
speak for the
you're
rest of
totally
Warforged because up until yesterday I hadn't met enough of them. But much to the contrary, myself and August, where we're not only not hostile, but we're here to help us best as we can.
I can definitely vouch for Ward. August is new to us, but I do have the ability to enter a willing entity's mind. And honestly, it kind of seems like a teenager. And just kind of doing what he was told to get help. I don't think he's any threat to your people as long as he's with us. I think Ward and us think he can. And we'd be happy to take him with us when we leave here.
Does August seem like he's reacting any kind of way to what these two have been saying?
He's actually chimed in at this point. He's no longer just kind of like separating his arm blade or his hand to produce his arm blade and then retract it. He's actually kind of standing there and just politely now at this point, just paying attention.
So are you fine with them taking the other Warforged?
I don't think he has seen enough of the Undercity to be a threat, but the fact that he made it there in the first place is still troubling me.
If Ward could find out how or what path he took to enter so you guys could monitor it, would that help?
It would be fine, I think. I still
That way
have
at least you'll
concerns,
know.
but if he was only the only one to come through too, that he's been the only one for years.
You said the tunnel he came through collapsed afterward, right? Or am I misremembering?
It is still open, but we have debated on whether we should collapse it. We could, and I think some measure has been set up to collapse it if necessary, but it has not been closed quite yet.
Maybe we could pinpoint the exact point of entry and you could just collapse that. opposed to the entire tunnel or something.
We have a few tunnels into the Underdark, but losing one of them would not be ideal. If necessary, we could do it, but it would not be preferred.
Maybe you have someone that could do like a warding glyph or something that is triggered to Warforge specifically, or anyone of Medusius' make. Maybe if we can get you to that tunnel.
And turns towards Varath. We could requisition that through the Dromobrew order, that would make things easier.
What?
If we could requisition that, sorry, his accent gets a little thick. If we could requisition that through the Dromobrew order, that would be helpful.
I would check.
Could we do that through the Citadel?
I can do it personally, if you prefer.
It is... The resources were not coming strictly from the Undercity. It would help our people.
Alright. I'll make the personal request with them.
Thank you, General.
Does that conclude our business?
I think it does, unless you have any other questions for us about the Shattered or any other recommendations. Have anyone who might know or point us in a place of research of where the Shattered might be finding another piece, or
I don't have that information right now.
sure.
I'll have my agents out in the field keep an eye out. If you come across any other information, send it my way. And then you also wanted if there's any other here. And then he reaches into his desk and pulls out a badge. It's got a small symbol of the Order of the Shadeheart on it. Use this, and if you find yourself at our tower, this will let you into the records.
Amazing, thank you.
I don't know if there's going to be anything in there that'll help you, but
It's worth a try. We have to head that way anyway. And if you happen to be in contact with anyone else in the Order of the Shadeheart, if it does come down to a battle,
the Order is no more.
that your friend,
There's Torquan. She's in the Feywild, and who knows when she'll be back. The others are dead or scattered.
well, even if we knew that if it
I-
came to it,
Well, have
Huh?
gone their own ways.
sure. Even if we knew that,
Oh, I don't know what the Bash would be up to. If he would still be
I thought he
alive.
was, like, running a town or something. I forgot what he was doing. We talked about it.
Or if he'd still...
I don't remember.
I don't know how long Genasi live either.
They're long-lived, so
Are they?
he's
Okay.
probably got another good, probably 50 years to him.
Not elf, but not.
I know for sure Malakir and Zardis are gone. And
He's wearing
Malakir's God, and
Oh.
so's his soul.
Actually, was there not a reaction when he came in wearing Malakir's armor?
It
He
wasn't
was not
Alec.
wearing Malakir's armor.
Oh.
It was never Malakir's.
Yeah.
monks don't really wear plate.
Yeah.
His soul was used
He was
like
just
he
a
was.
guardian.
He was a guardian.
Oh,
Right.
I mean, it is the symbol of Kale, which is who he followed, but there's pretty prevalent following of that.
Even if we knew that if it came down to it and the world called for aid, that Milva Varna would stand, that would help.
I can't promise the armies of Milva Varna will march, just because we have to protect the city gates here from...
Would you take refugees?
If they can make it, yeah.
It's something. If it comes down to it, hopefully the world doesn't end. The worst case scenario planning here.
I'll try and I can see what we can provide, but I can't promise much at this time.
That's all we can ask.
I know this isn't really what we came for, but also just a heads up, there's some kind of really old dragon flying around
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, really old dragon.
Do you have more information about the dragon?
Just dropping.
Yeah.
Its name is Varath. That's about all, and it was freed like 60 years ago from some kind of prison.
From
Now-
the Torringdine Woods?
Yep.
Yes.
Varath remembers that warning.
I was the one that stopped us from getting our shit kicked in by the constructs.
Yeah.
So I take it the guards are no longer there?
One kind of flew out recently and was like, how long's it been? 60 years? Oh my god. And then he flew off.
Yeah, that asshole angel guy.
He was kind of a
Yeah.
dick. Yeah.
I
Had a
never saw
really
an
cool
angel,
hammer,
but
though.
Yeah.
when I found the seal, it was being guarded by a series of elementals and
Rock one?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we met one. He showed us where it was. The seal. Anyway. It was really nice.
Yeah, the
We
angel guy
named him
came out
Rocky.
of the seal.
Wait, it showed you where it was?
Yeah.
They made friends with him.
Yeah,
The primordial the elementals were there to keep people away from it.
This was more like a construct in one of the elf city. I mean, it was kind of element. It was made of stone, right? Was it a construct? or
Yeah,
an
it had like a
elemental?
blue stone.
Did
and
it speak?
No.
Then it was not the same.
Oh.
Although, given what Varath's kind of researched and learned of the Torringdine Woods, I would say he'd probably recognize what that construct was, but knows that they were not related.
But it would
Although
was
still be like, oh shit, you found one of those.
it was like an old elf and wood elf construct down
Yeah.
there.
Which, yeah,
Still
Varath
works
would probably
for her.
recognize, yeah.
Still protecting the woods.
If you can give me the location of it, I can probably have it recovered.
I'm sure you'd appreciate having, an actual job to do as opposed to just, hey, I'm going to keep Fritzar out of this city block of the city that no longer exists. I kind of like to point to it on the map. Like, it's about like here, about like this far from the seal in this direction. If you want it. He's really nice, super good at squashing bugs.
They
Name
were
is
created
Rocky.
to squash enemies.
Still ticking. Still doing his job. Pretty impressive craftsmanship. But yeah, so there's a dragon about, except for it's half of a dragon. So like, apparently he was contained there for a reason. And now, like, he's just out and really pissed off, not very friendly.
Okay.
So watch out for that.
We're talking about.
Right there.
Okay. And he split. a
We
portion
didn't
of
tell him
his-
that.
Oh, we're not gonna tell him that. Cool.
Well, we're supposed to keep plasma a secret.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'd prefer not to become a tourist.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did
He
you
might
ever
like
receive those
company.
books I sent? That stack of magazines from like 3
Yeah, I
or
think
4
we're
episodes
supposed to
ago.
like
I don't know yet.
that company.
No, yeah, he has no way of
let him know.
getting
Like,
back to
hey,
us.
you
Not
want to meet this
really, no.
person?
I mean, he can, but he can try.
Yeah, that's real exciting. You like stay in touch, but it's what it
Hmm.
is.
I mean, I could cast sending.
Hmm.
It may. There's a 5% chance it'll fail.
Because he's on a different plane.
Well,
Effective.
he's in a pocket.
Right. Demiplanes technically are supposed to be part of the same plane of existence that you guys are currently on, but I always like to consider them as something separate because it's a demiplane.
Right.
It's a little different.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes more sense.
There will be some turbulence on this message.
Right.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Over.
Perfect.
Hey, friend, meet
Right. Yeah.
tomorrow.
You buffering. Yeah.
Okay.
Protocol could not be completed this time.
Yeah, we're not exactly
Who's saying
looking
that?
for the dragon specifically, but just thought it might be good to let you know.
Okay. I'm sure we'll, if it's around, I guess we'll find out.
I don't think he would be very, very, very old. Kind of hard to hide. Unless he can go, but can they do that? Can they become a...
I think Varath, even though he's never probably encountered a true dragon,
Mm-hmm.
he has a good idea that this thing's capable.
They're magical creatures. I don't see why it couldn't.
What if he's been following us this whole time?
Yeah, what a terrifying notion. A great worm just flapping above you,
Just
invisible.
following us
Right.
around.
Oh, what a powerful breeze that's coming about. All of a sudden,
What's that sound?
Every time I fly, terrified now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing that, like, if it's not close, you'd never know.
Yeah. How hilarious would it be though? Like I just suddenly take off and then like boom. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
hear like this, that thud sound and just like,
Oh.
yeah. Ideas.
Heavy cloud.
Right, yeah. It's a big heavy cloud, 500 feet above me still.
Oh.
That's nothing to worry about. Nothing bad's gonna happen here.
Normal. Fine. Okay. Well, we've taken up enough of your time, but if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out and let me know when you guys are ready to sit down and learn.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's I can take notes now. It's really not a problem.
I don't want to take do a side study or like a
Oh, we can take one of the offices. I'll
conference
just kick
room.
people out.
Sure. If you guys don't mind, I'll books nerd out.
Yeah, August and I will have a conversation with the Ranger-General.
Dorgiran, do you want to come too? I got druid stuff I can share with you.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I gotta ask. You got any yeah, Moonstone ore
I don't know.
in the city?
Jonesing for it.
It's, you check with Fate's Iris. I know that the bunch of their building had been built out of it.
Oh, okay. So it's not just the floor.
Ah, well, I mean, parts of it.
You got a chisel?
I don't think they'd like you doing that. But she might have an idea as to where she could send you.
Well, I guess that's the next best thing.
So let's.
I bet there's a whole temple of it in the two fallen cities in the woods. Additional temples to the Fate Weaver.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm
you'll-
sure we want to desecrate those by taking all
Yeah.
Right.
stuff.
But it's definitely those places that we can't go.
Uh-huh. We wouldn't make it.
Can Luciana give me like a fey blessing or something for the woods?
Maybe she
Mm.
can
Like
give you
a
an
day
extra set of
pass?
hooves.
Yeah.
Day pass, like a Six Flags.
Yeah. If you can
Yeah.
pay for it, sure.
What if we true polymorphed Dorgiran into a centaur?
I think technically that would work.
What?
I mean, you are using 9th level magic. You feel like you almost have to just give it the
Yeah,
gimme at that
yeah.
point, right? Yeah. You are truly a centaur now. Okay. Oh.
Oh, we should have been going this way the whole
Right,
time.
yeah. That's all it takes. 9th level magic.
We're
Done.
actually only like a mile into the woods.
Right, yeah,
It
yeah.
felt like 3 days.
Just been going around in a big circle.
Yeah.
That's north.
Just been circling
Yeah,
the
it's
same 500 feet the
It's like
whole
a
time.
corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rock's looking real familiar.
It's like a park. You know,
Mm.
just... Amazing.
So the three of you head off into a room to kind of share notes over the portal and everything. I'll message you about some additional forms that he kind of instructs you upon
Mhm.
for things you can learn to shapeshift into.
Nice.
If you want to skip the RPs between
Then be a giant.
Ward, August, and Ranger.
Not high enough druid level for flying creatures yet.
I'll send you
Yeah.
a list of questions and you can answer.
Can
them
you
first.
concentrate on it?
That'll
when
work.
you are
Yeah.
high? That's
Basically
what you can do.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Origin.
I don't know if I had to be the level to learn it or not.
and, like,
Yeah,
about
for-
Medusians.
It also depends on what the
Level in.
combat rating is.
yeah.
What was your interaction?
Actually, hell, if you want, the three of us want to hop into a chat, that would probably work.
Okay.
For Ward's questions about Medusius for Varath.
Okay.
I
Hey.
want to know. Emily wants to know.
You're taking notes with Dorgirin and good old Don.
No, but I want to know what girlfriend's up to. You know?
Do you though?
No.
Well,
yes.
yeah.
kind
Well,
of.
this is also historical information too, not necessarily what she's been up to, but who she is, that kind of stuff. From Varath's point of view, though, too, which is also not skewed, but
Yeah.
from Varath's point of view.
She likes guns. Okay.
Mm. She does.
She do? Is that
Cannon.
a real
Did.
thing?
Hmm?
Is that a real thing?
She had these security like turrets that would like
Those were actually ballista.
ballista.
You know, I was
But yeah.
this close from taking a gun as a weapon when I was creating the character, because there's a different type of artificer that.
Oh yeah, the artillerist.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the
What a
track.
I mean, you did see that August has one built into his shoulder.
It's true.
Predator style.
You're right.
So, as notes are being taken and details are being shared, there are a few people that have not decided what they're doing. So, in the interim, Daruk, Vadir, Rainier, which fella's up to? It's a nice lance.
Honestly, I'd probably sit in with Rin and them going over all the notes because I think the root's probably a little hazy on some of the
Oh,
details
that's fair. Yeah, sure.
since he joined the party after we got a lot of that information.
And
Sure.
don't you think it's kind of funny to note that like the cult of the Shattered is digging up artifacts from places that are like ancient and mysterious and have like artifacts in them. And, you know, the Isle of Shadow sounds like it might be a place where
Yep.
an artifact might be.
We're on the same. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier.
Besides note taking, that sounds like
Ooh, that's fun.
what am I on?
Whatever sneaky shit you and Vadir want to get up to.
I'm down.
I mean, that sounds like the most excitement we've had today.
I'm like, wait, sneaky shit? What's up?
You guys are here.
Some hood rat shit?
It's only the rest of the week.
Shady shit.
What shady shit is there to do?
Whatever
More
shady shit you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
do I still have another day to my purpose done?
It would be finished at the end of the day. It's been a while.
So what are you doing with the information that these guys killed the rest of the hags? You ain't gotta worry about them anymore.
I thought about that later after it already passed by. And I was like, I probably should put a bigger reaction to that. As in, you let that bitch live. Because that would have.
changed your course
That
of
would've-
your life.
Yeah, I
Whole
didn't think of that. Like, it set in, like,
Mm.
in real life, like 15, 20 minutes later. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I could have made that a big deal. That's
just- You want to burst back into the office like,
Wait a minute!
It'll be him holding me back. So I'm like, you fucking let that bitch live. You son of a bitch. You ruined my life. What's wrong with you? Why would you ever let that live?
Like she took everything from me, and he's like, I don't even know you.
But you're gonna know me.
it was just a Tuesday.
That was my Wednesday. I don't even know if that makes sense.
Nope.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday for him, and all the repercussions came out on Wednesday for you. Almost
So is that
like
what you
they had
did?
Something to do with each other.
Ah. No, because they'll leave me.
Well, I mean, that's a good way to play out the rest of your day in jail, paying fines.
We can find out about the cash bail system.
Yeah.
Maybe you just learned a lesson that when there's a big bad thing, you don't let it live.
Oh, so you're of the mindset of hunt it relentlessly. Scorched earth policy.
Well, no, scorcher means you kill everything to get to it.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like you.
They
Critz, what are you doing here? Stab.
Yeah.
They
What are you
had
doing here? Stab.
they had an
On the side of the
ascension to
hallway,
stop.
You're fine. It's when they get between me and the thing.
I like the idea of you saying like, hey, why was your friend here? Then he dies. So then he
Speak with
knows
that.
like, this is what I'm willing to do.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Pretty much. It
Yeah.
was question, kill, question, kill.
And the third person answer, I think they did.
Mm,
That's looking.
True.
Question, half answer, kill.
Oh yeah, they did do that, didn't they?
They answered you honestly.
Not the answer that was required.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think any answer would have been good.
I still would have done it anyway.
Well, I
Badir would provide any information needed or helpful, but then probably just go hang out at the temple and try to help out.
Yeah, okay.
Is like the way of saying thanks for what was a pretty, I'm sure, big task. Or big ask anyway.
I mean, not for them. You did all the work. They gave you the space in which to perform the ritual. And there was risk involved too. But they mitigated it.
You might say they had faith.
You gotta have faith.
Baby. All right. So, but they do appreciate you helping out though. And they ask for a small donation.
This whole town's about extracting money.
No, not always.
Give him a nickel.
He said no.
So give him a nickel.
Oh, okay. They said no. All right. Well, as the party concludes their business,
Mm-hmm.
How long are we there?
it's probably like an hour or two.
Yeah.
If
They
if
have-
the boys are willing to dive even deeper into like the Hag's journal and like see how they were manipulating the like dragon and changing its essence.
Oh,
and, like,
absolutely.
I'm gonna go full ring conspiracy wall with these guys.
Okay. Yeah.
This is how I'm seeing them connect. And, like,
They're
this
in on
whole
it, and you
thing.
can see them like kind of like really getting into it. Like, okay, so then that means that like not only can they affect the nature of these crystals, but then they like the crystals can also affect the nature of other things if applied to them.
Yeah.
Okay, you're blowing my mind here.
Right?
Why did he let her live? You knew they existed.
Who are you
Huh?
talking to?
Them. I don't know. Who is
Oh, you're in the room with them
Oh,
now?
Rochelle.
Okay.
That's what I've done. I have literally no other plans.
I don't know.
I feel like we're just sat down. That wasn't meant
You
to be
see,
like,
yeah, no, that's exactly how the question's asked. Completely just like random. They're talking and everything, and you're just, why would I don't know what you're even talking about.
Oh, the Hag. Ignore him. Anyway.
Okay.
Group was sitting between them and moves to the other side of Rin after she
We'll be like,
Yeah.
she's dead. Get over it. It's fine.
SpongeBob mean. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. At that point, Albanoff walks over to you. Look, if we're being honest, I'm sure he probably had his reasons. I can't imagine what they were, but probably was. I mean, best case scenario, she's being duplicitous and pulled the wool over his eyes.
we go back to recruiting.
Broody.
Fair.
Broody McBruderson.
Okay. Anything else?
That's not like.
I don't know what you
While
guys
you're
want.
filling-
What else you want to do in
filling
Milva
them
Varna?
in, make sure that you fill them in on the situation with the cave and the storing crystals and the abomination.
Oh yeah, it's a part of theory that I'm like I don't know how this fits in, but there's something here, and that was crazy. It was siphoning to like charge power, and like I don't know if they were being if they were amplifying its ability to power up things, like if it. And so like
Out of character.
Mm.
Did all the storing in that cave get absorbed into the storing abomination, or was there a large amount missing?
So you're not entirely certain. Based off of what you had seen, it looked like. Well, actually, you'd never seen the cave before.
Right.
As best as you could tell, the amount of the storing that was in the abomination was less than kind of like the gap that you had seen within the cave. To what degree, though, you can't say for certain, having never seen it.
So do you think they took a portion of that storing to use in their rituals to like rip open and hold open the tears?
Do you have some
Well,
sketches of all that?
Me?
of
Or
the what?
Are we in character?
Yeah, I'm back in character. So this is Don asking about it. Do you have more like sketches of all that and everything, like of that cave, what it looked like afterward?
Here, and I use prestidigitation to do like a miniature cave.
Okay, Ian kind of looks at it. Okay, so if we're looking here, rolled a check for him. He got a natural 20. So looking at it, he's like, it looks like the kind of core piece here. Like I've done some stuff with natural caves and everything, and coming. You don't care. So here's the thing: the amount that looks like this kind of fissure has, this gap, that's more than what this abomination is you guys are talking about. A lot more. I think that abomination probably was formed from whatever's left behind. Like it kind of congealed together. I think something else used that.
We did see that red comet streak across the sky right before we got there. Could have been whatever that was.
Look, I've got somebody I can ask about that,
Okay.
but it's not easily done. Only a few people know that I can reach out. How important is this? Like, I need an honest answer.
Like on a scale of 1 to 100, I would say it depends on who you're asking. If you're talking about what was his name,
Vizigor?
Tony? Vizigor and his tribe, I'd say it's pretty important.
It looked like it streaked off towards Ortharm, so I have a feeling that Ortharm has become the main hub for the Crimson Cowl and thus the Shattered. And the red orb seemed to streak off in that direction. But I can't guarantee that they're connected at all. So it could be very important. It could also just be a wild goose chase of some random entity that's feeding off of storing.
Does the name Keldra mean anything to you?
Well, not to me, but that's the kind of information I was looking for that I could ask somebody about. It's okay. I heard you drop a name in that room earlier, Jack.
Frost?
I thought so.
Yeah.
You see him? What's what?
Jack be nimble and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I heard Jack in the middle. I was like, is that a Malcolm in the Middle kind of joke? I'm just not getting. At that point, he kind of looks. Okay, so look here's the thing. I might look just like a normal human with, some sick armor for sure. Obviously, you may have noticed my kind of tannish skin, my kind of auburn brown hair. But I'm not from around here. You see him kind of hold up his arm, and you see these runes start to appear on his arm. These kind of glowing, orangish yellow embered runes.
He's the spirit of summer.
I'm not. But I know him.
Whoa.
Can ask him. He's not the most personable person, though. He's not a person.
Oh, sure.
He's another one of the Archfey.
Oh,
So
Trixie.
yeah, he might not even answer, but I can try and ask him. He was around during the ordering, so he might have an idea.
I don't know. My gut tells me there's something important there that we should know before we ever go stomping into Warthar.
So it's worth it.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt you in any way to ask
Oh.
a question, will it?
Absolutely.
It
Oh,
will. Oh,
I left that place. And granted, he's not so fond of people leaving, but he's also not terribly punitive to those that have. It's more like he just doesn't want to be bothered with anybody else's problems. He's got his own stuff he likes doing. So, kind of a very, what do I want to do person, not what do I want to do for other people.
sure. How would you entice him to get your answer? If
That's the thing. It normally requires some sacrifice.
Well, maybe we should wait until we have more substantial links between our theories before we go as far as.
Does the name Itosh mean anything to you?
Itosh the Cruel?
Yep, that's the one.
It does.
The Shattered is controlling him with an iron claw.
Okay, that might... He's gonna want to know about that.
He used him to rip open a wound to the fire plane in a volcano in the Cartoon District.
Itosh may have made himself an enemy of my former Lord Regent. So, that's good to know. Okay. Do you have anything worth about 5,000 gold pieces?
Like an item or just 5,000?
Either way, an item would be better, but I could buy something with it, I guess.
Darwin's picture.
got that cursed crystal ball still.
Do we still have that?
Have it in my inventory.
How much is that worth?
I don't know.
We did have a Gorgon just hanging out too.
He said an item, not a creature. I don't
It
know.
depends how you
That's-
look at it. Probably a bit.
Could be an item.
It's the slow look that really wins it. Just, excuse me?
What did you just say?
Shit. I don't know how valuable it is. I haven't had it appraised. But I have a spell scroll of cloning.
Scrolls don't really aren't enough because they're just single use.
Don't know how much those are. Don't have a ton.
Yeah, I feel like we traded in most of the
We-
items we
we
had of
sell most
value.
of the things.
And I'm not there.
I don't want to give up.
Oh.
Death. No globe.
Why do
but
they
that's
need
probably
this
what
item?
it is.
He's gonna ask the Archfey of Summer questions, but he needs to make a sacrifice of some kind. An offering, if you will.
Are we willing to pay 5,000 gold for this information?
about that. Yeah, but you use that to shoot heal people.
If you wanted to possibly come back tomorrow after providing the gold, or maybe getting an item worth the gold, that's fine too.
Okay, that works. Yeah, let us regroup. I'm not sure what all we have. If there's something that we could easily turn into something bigger, or if we could just buy something. But yeah, we'll return tomorrow with something for you.
Okay. I could come to you too. It doesn't have to be done here or anything.
Get yelled at again.
Do you know whereabouts you're gonna be in general tomorrow? Because I never know where we're going.
Well, I'm on a leave for a couple of days before I have to head back out, so I'll be around the city, but not any one place in particular.
I could check in by ascending.
I'd rather just stop by wherever you're kind of call your stomping grounds for right now.
Okay.
How many days are you going to be in here?
Until the next caravan leaves.
When did you arrive?
2 days.
Oh, you're
Left this morning.
So yeah, you're gonna be here only for another couple days tops. So if we want to do this, we need to do it tomorrow.
Unless we go into the woods to close those wounds.
Oh, I don't think you.
Nope,
You're tracking down rumors and things. I don't think you have the time to deal with that. This is gonna be. I mean, if we do that, it'll be an expedition.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And you know, with the information that we've provided them, they should have a good shot at it themselves. You know.
We'll want to assess things and kind of close off any sort of borders, kind of restrict any sort of extraplanar activity from beings or any sort of influence from those beings or the energies they're in. Kind of back to those cities, and then we'll make our play. Kind of establish a perimeter. Or at least one more so than we've got now. So,
Weekend. What time is it now?
it's probably afternoon.
Okay.
Early though.
Why don't we? Why don't you meet us at the place where we are staying? The Ales Raft tomorrow morning.
Okay. Sure.
Do you have a suggestion of a shop that we could possibly procure one of these expensive items?
Drone order would be your best bet.
I bet Chroma Brew could probably get us a tuning fork that's attuned to this plane of existence as well.
Yeah,
Maybe others?
probably.
Well, this has been really helpful. I could probably talk for another several hours, but I feel like my brain needs happy.
Yeah, mine too.
So, but it's been great speaking with someone who's as energized right as I am.
This is really interesting stuff. Yeah,
Right? I thought it was just me, but
I don't know what all is gonna come out of this, but something.
it's definitely there's something here. Everything on this wall is connected.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens. Where it ends up.
Well,
Hopefully, it's a good place.
if we survive this, I'll be sure to come back and tell you all about it.
Okay. Good.
All right.
All right. So, as you
It's
part ways.
not date.
Fire druids, right? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I guess.
Steamy.
Bards, what do you want?
Right. Yeah, that should have been the comment. Bards, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What? Steam it.
Leave it.
So,
Oh, he's smoking.
Mhm.
by the way, seeing that bugbear in there reminded me. You still have your friend's arm in a bag, right?
No, not even.
Oh. What'd you do with it?
It disappeared from the bag.
Oh.
Yeah. Bob somehow managed to settle his own debt. I don't know what happened.
Does that mean he got his arm back? Or
I don't
I'm not
know.
there. I'm not there. Not there.
Or is this conversation being done after you meet back up?
Tell me.
When
Up to
would
you
you
guys.
have asked that question?
Probably right as we were leaving, going over all the notes with
Okay.
Don and.
So what? We're exiting
other
the
guy.
Ranger General's.
Where did they go?
Oh, I don't know.
I went to the temple.
Oh, he went.
Oh, so he's gone.
I offered up info and then I went to the temple.
Are we picking everyone up?
You
and
know who
going
you should have?
shopping or?
The deer.
Really? Okay. So then I asked Padir.
Yeah. Yeah, so as everyone then kind of like links back up again.
Oh, you mean this? Right. Don't have it anymore. We gave it away.
They did not give it away.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We did.
Give it away.
Yeah.
Did give it away. You just didn't,
Give it away
you
now?
didn't give it away now.
Hand it over to a certain person.
Thought it disappeared.
We were accosted by a certain person with a particularly colored cowl.
Podrick, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Who
Oh.
wanted
Fuck
it.
that guy.
Was I there when you gave him the arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
It was
forgot.
after we
I
fought.
forgot that you gave him.
Yeah, don't you remember that when we
Yeah,
fought
yeah.
that Harley Quinn and
Yeah.
but she was done
Yeah.
dead? No.
The Harlanation.
Harley quintessentially dead.
Well, if we
Oh, yeah.
find your friend, I can help him grow his arm back.
Well, that's pretty.
Just putting that out there.
Do you mean I
Sounds
can cut
like
my arm
Andy.
off and then you'll just fix it?
And Andy?
Ah.
Fantastic.
Good to know. If we ever lose any appendages, they can be.
It's easier if you hold on to it, but I think you can still grow
With
it
your
back.
hands?
Even if, yes.
Grasp it firmly!
Jesus.
Does it grow back the exact same or like
That was,
right?
Target's severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes.
Oh, if severed.
Only
Okay,
two?
then they're reattached.
Oh.
No, it says if you have the severed part and hold it to the stump, the spell instantaneously causes the limb to knit to the
Oh
stump.
wow.
But
So
like,
it takes
is
2 minutes if you don't have it.
Okay. Okay.
What
So
if
just
it's like super
rapidly-
decayed though?
So it's like Deadpool. Fast forward.
Yeah,
Right, right,
yeah.
Is it just super decayed but attached, and then do you get sick because it's like necrotic
Well, I
damage?
believe I would think since it's a regenerative ability, it would regenerate the
You
dead
would save it.
Hmm.
There. I
But-
was expecting like a little baby hand to start like pop like hey, touch
Sprouting.
around.
Oh right, yeah. hmm That's what I would think too.
It's canon now. That's what happens. Over the course
But
of 2
tattoos
minutes.
would have to be redone.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah. Don't lose any appendages that have tattoos, friends.
Yeah.
I hate my tattoos. I wish I could lose both appendages.
He swings for your right leg. No, I put my left leg in front.
I sacrificed my left leg.
Not the sleeve, not the sleeve.
Right?
Paid money for that.
So much.
You know how long it took? Super
Mm.
painful.
Yeah. All right. So, you recall that the arm was given to another character.
So we go shopping.
For
Yeah.
arms. And armor.
Yeah, we'll catch up with the rest of the crew. We have to go
Well, now we
shopping
need
again.
something.
We went shopping for reagents.
Now we need something worth 5,000.
And credits.
Are we literally just going to be walk up and say, we need a magic item worth 5,000 gold. Don't care what it is.
So
Wait,
really,
hold on. I know a guy. We're going to the drum room. I know a guy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you guys go to the drum brew.
Well, not only is it, I think, vital information we need, but it's vital information that, like, the person that we're asking it from needs.
If we're gonna ask for the information, I think it's only right that we supply whatever has to be sacrificed in order to get it going on the limb for us. What we need to decide is if it's worth the information we gathered. I don't know. My gut says that it's intertwined with something, but I don't know how tightly or you know.
Mhm.
And the great thing
Can I
is
just
you
point
won't
out-
know if it's worth it or not until after you have the information.
Yeah.
And it's already done at that point.
Horrible.
Yeah.
We were talking about lost arms, and then you said go out on a limb. Just like
Oh, yeah. Observant.
Yeah.
Go out with the limb.
Oh,
It happened so often.
you know, I guess it's up to you guys on whether or not it's worth it to find out. It's party fun, and we don't have a ton left. And I think that it would be a really great idea to get a tomb fork thing, so that when we do, we know we're going to the Feywild with our parent. It'd be great to know that we could, come
Get back.
Sure.
I don't know much about the Feywild, but I'm gonna guess that it's probably not easily navigable.
Oh, Luciana can send us back.
Let's
Said with,
definitely
again,
put all
Durgan's
of our
utmost
faith.
confidence.
Let's definitely put all of our faith in a god that got swallowed by a monster.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, not swallowed by a monster. Trapped in a pool.
I thought she got eaten by a monster. Did she not get eaten by the crocodile thing?
That was a dream.
No, it's
Oh, that didn't actually happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my dreams are all real. Is that not what? Is that not everybody else's dreams?
Daruk's like TBD.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Badiri has never looked at it that way before.
I was just assuming that everything that you guys have been dreaming about has been happening, like real time.
Nope, that's not how it works for the most of us.
Well,
If they're not crazy expensive, we could get one for here and one for Feywild, and we could
just go there.
teleport there and teleport.
That would be nice, because then we wouldn't have to show up where we know the monster is. We could maybe, like, I don't know. Can you pick where you land?
I think if you have, let me read the spell.
It comes with a manual, right?
Yeah, there's user instructions.
You and
Yeah,
up
there's
to
a
8
user guide.
willing creatures who link hands in a circle. So unfortunately, Rainier, you're gonna have to
Touch
hold
each
our
other.
hands. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as the city of Brass on the elemental plane of fire.
Go there.
Plane shift.
Luciana on the
Plane shift.
moon.
Wow. Okay.
Can you specify a person and it'll take you to the person?
We're
Well-
trying to go straight to the Feywild.
If you say
Not immediately,
Luciana,
but like,
If you know the sigil
Planning.
sequence, sigil sequence of
Sigil?
a sigil. It is sigil. I do
Sigil?
that every time. Sigil.
Sigil?
no, there's the never-ending debate of, or not
Whether
debate,
it's
but
sigil
like,
or sigil.
yeah,
Mhm.
the double guessing.
I mean,
I think it's sigil, but the
I think
city
it's
is sigil, which makes little sense.
right.
I think. I
But
could
if
also be wrong.
you know
and just
the
not aware.
sequence of a
Gift or
teleportation circle.
Always
you can
gift.
go to that circle.
I say with the utmost confidence.
It's always good.
Well, I say gift, so
Is it
sigil.
melee or melee? Or melee? Melee?
Super
So,
Smash Brothers.
You can specify a
Melee.
location, but
No.
That's how I hear it.
If we don't
I
specify
can't.
any
Proud
the
of
location, we just get dumped somewhere.
yeah, I
That's
think so.
embarrassing for you. I hate that.
Well, Feywild is probably a pretty big place,
Yeah.
Does look like me. Mm.
but it would be nice to not
That was
show
a
up with a
typo.
monster.
So do you look at name and say
Yeah,
Name?
that's true.
Hmm?
Memes, the
Yeah.
DNA of the soul.
Name.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Okay.
Anyway, so I know a guy. Do we need to go see a guy?
Yeah, we need to go see a guy.
Let's go see the guy.
Let's go see a guy about a dog.
By that much, you see Kame and see Kane.
True. English. We're not gonna talk about
Nope.
English.
Mm-mm.
English is stupid.
If you remember it, look up the skit by Gallagher about words.
Haven't heard that name in years.
Flips the.
It's tomb, but if you change out the T for a B, it's not boom, it's bomb.
Carlin had a bunch of stuff on that too. But
Yeah.
Carlin was a master linguist, so.
Yeah, it's almost
Gallagher?
Made up
Broken
for-
language.
True.
True. A lot of Germanic though, so that's nice. For you.
See the word
Yes.
tomb. They changed that to T for the B.
Is it good?
So you go to the drone
Drum
room.
room, yeah.
So you walk into the same space that you'd seen once before. That entryway that kind of stops you. Oh, hello, welcome to the drone brew order. Were you needing something?
Yeah, I need to go see the guy I saw yesterday. That I didn't catch his name. Now I feel like an asshole.
Oh, excellent. Do you have your? Actually, wait a minute. You were here. Yes, yesterday.
Sounds
Okay.
like
Yes. Which I think you have a 3-day allotment into the.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Want in?
Just him though, right?
No, I believe you're
We're all
covered the
single.
entire group.
Yes.
Huh.
Yep, we're covered, and we have our writs as well.
Good.
No more getting fined.
So you're still gonna argue about having to pay?
He doesn't have to pay. He's fine.
So as you walk in and head to the.
I don't know.
Is Jarut gonna start discussing destructive?
No.
As you head in and walk to the northern side of the building, and you see the kind of one enchanter's kind of residence that you've seen before, you walk in and you see a few of the, again, kind of arcane, more intricately robed arcane individuals in the shop. Walking about, you don't see any other customers. You're currently the only ones in there.
This guy's cool, but Lance gave him a hard time yesterday. He's an asshole, which is why I kept making pointedly talking about his Lance.
Mmm.
So if you just kind of badmouth Lance to this guy, he may give you a discount.
You see one guy that you're referencing. So he's high elven man. I realize I never gave him a description. So he's a high elven man wearing these kind of blue and silver laced, or silver like kind of filigree and stitched robes. Yeah, I know. I was like, hang on, wrong word. Has those kind of like swirlish patterns to it that often have that sign of more learned and practiced arcane individuals. He has kind of blonde hair, fair skin, bright blue eyes, typical kind of pointy ears as elves. And his hair is pulled back into kind of a tight bun, but there's a long ponytail that goes down and kind of like bobs a bit as it rolls back. So as you approach, he kind of looks, oh, hello, welcome again.
Hey, I noticed I never got your name. I'm
Oh.
the deer, by the way.
I'm Ulithamar.
Ulithmar.
What
Nice to
was
meet you
that?
again.
You as well.
Ulithamar?
I'm Ulithamar.
You don't have to spell it, Tony.
U-L, hang on. U-L-I-T-H-E-M-A-R.
I was
I was
so
hoping-
close.
I was gonna
was
say
so off.
A-N-A-R.
I had an I instead of an E.
Oh.
I had two I's instead of an I.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was so close. I'm gonna nail one of these, Tony, and it's gonna be great.
I'll stop using crazy names. Just be like,
Figuratively, not literally.
hey, Kyle.
I'm the
Is
high
that
elven
spelled
enchanter.
K-I-L-E or?
Actually, yes.
No, it's A-I-S-L-E.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh.
Or it's spelled like K-U-I-L-S-E.
Oh.
So,
My name's Kyler.
how many of those
K-I-L-L-E-R.
do you need in that? Anyway, so,
Now that we've offended someone somewhere.
I know, right?
Their parents don't know how to name them.
my name is Brian. B-R-I-V-O-L-B-N, number 7, letter Q.
Still
Their name is
That's
Star,
stand
but
up.
it's spelled the actual symbol. for
Oh, right,
Star.
yeah.
I think that's still my favorite terrible spelling is Erica.
Hmm?
You ever seen that terrible spelling of Erica?
No, but I don't want to know it. So,
So anyway,
it's just going to make me mad.
I'll find it.
Yeah, there we
So I have a weird ask, not as straightforward as yesterday's.
go. Okay.
We were talking with Don from the Citadel,
Oh,
and he's
he's
offered,
Vanderbilt. Yes, I'm familiar. He's come in here a few times.
he's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So they were saying that he is willing to talk to an archfey for us, but we need an item
I'm
worth.
sorry? Just talk to an archfey.
Well, here's the caveat though: is we need an item that's worth around 5,000 gold to offer.
I understand that. but just casually talking to an archfey is no small feat.
And it's not casual.
Not casual, and it is no small feat.
What they said, but in more words.
Again, the means, though, are... I wish we had known this sooner. But please, continue.
So we're wanting to look at what you may have on offer that may be around that ballpark.
I see. I'm sorry, approximately how many gold pieces again?
5,000?
It's not cheap.
Yeah, we know. It's not something we're taking literally.
Before we look into items, what kind of conversation is this? Is it a full
Fact
spell?
finding,
Is it...
exchange of information?
There are a certain number of questions that must be asked. So do you know the circumstances? Is it like Speak Dead, for example? Something like that?
Don't actually know.
See.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, we do have items worth that value. What were you looking for in particular? Is there any sort of requirements that he mentioned?
He said,
Was there any sort of requirements?
Just that it was an item worth 5,000.
See. Any inclination as to what the item may do is anything. If we're speaking with an archfey, I want to try to help you in assisting the conversation as best as I can.
It's the Archfey of Summer, right?
Something that would be of interest to Summer?
Okay. Something fiery, maybe? Kind of starts looking through her catalog here that I've also got.
Convenient catalog.
Yeah. Well, to keep things in order. Not intentional, but
Oh, I hate that.
I'll take credit for it.
It's so much.
Let's see. 5,000. Does it have to be 5,000 exactly?
That's what he said.
no less, but
Well, I do have one item that may work. How about the Scimitar of Speed? That work? Maybe?
Are you purposely offering us items that we might want to keep?
No. I was thinking of something inclined for summer. Typically, that's when people are outdoors doing things. It seems appropriate.
Yeah, I mean,
While we deliberate, I guess, would you happen to, how much would you charge for an appraisal of an item?
That would be standard, probably 10 gold pieces.
Would you mind appraising this, and I'll hand him the revolver.
The what?
The revolver.
Kind of looks at it. Interesting craftsmanship. Unusual.
Yeah,
I can teach you how to make one.
Yeah, it uses Storian energy. But it uses it as like the Storium as core, but you can imbue it with energy.
Kind of starts to examine it. Interesting. A rare item as it is, I would say 7,000 gold pieces.
this is very antique roadshow.
Nice to know. Nice.
I would be interested to know that information as well, and we could waive the fee if you wish to provide that.
Sure.
Excellent. You have some notes we may copy?
Oh, yeah. Harm took copious notes. And I flipped to that section specifically, but I also give him a little flash that there's some other interesting items in here that I might be willing to share. As long as he's nice.
I'd be interested to know. What would you wish to exchange?
Kind.
Kindness. Not a gift for free, but absolutely. What is kindness of a specific monetary value?
You know, it may have the value of 5,000 gold pieces, but maybe we may not exchange the
full 5.
Though-
returning customer discount.
Though kindness is of, I would say, invaluable measure. I wouldn't say 5,000 gold pieces worth.
Oh, definitely not. I wouldn't expect it for free or even ask for
okay,
it.
good.
But maybe, you know,
Additional notes would say maybe another 10 gold pieces off the top.
I was just gonna give it to you for free because you were nice.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I said kindness, but
I'd say 10 gold pieces off the top is also an appreciation of sharing of knowledge.
appreciate
4,900.
it.
Do we have 500?
How many pages are in there?
It's not completely full, and
I mean,
not
joke
all
is
of
how many
it's
times
super
can-
coherent.
How many times can we apply this 10 gold kindness discount?
Not that many. There's some interesting stuff in there. I just like to share knowledge. I like innovation.
We appreciate that too.
What are some of the tenets or like some of the core elements of the summer realm?
Well, summer games are often themed with Ember and
Rainier,
sun.
don't you know this stuff?
This
Fae Fiend and Undead?
Yeah, actually.
The tenets of the summer court?
oh. Yeah, actually I probably would. Forgot what we were doing. I don't know. That'd be like
Yeah, what would it be?
History?
History or Arcana.
I will go with Arcana if you give me the choice.
Yeah.
It's a 21.
Okay.
21.
Second. So what you know of specifically the Fae that live within the plane of summer are that they do have a couple rituals that they particularly enjoy participating in. One of which is a monster hunt that goes at the summer solstice. Occurs there anyway. That's the big one that happens every year. And often, well, not often, but rumor has it sometimes a privileged few adventurers may be able to participate in such games. Once again, people that are summoned from extraplanar origins from that plane. So more than likely, Tasha,
How close
Or
are we to
story.
the summer solstice?
you're pretty far from it.
Okay.
Actually, you're beyond it now at this point.
That's
Um,
Evelyn.
but it is a monster hunt that is done around the one river that runs through the demiplane. Specifically, monsters can be discovered within the river itself or the grounds nearby. And the one with the best catch, be it from the river, the lake, or the grounds, receives adoration from the Archfey.
we all have to do is catch a super sweet creature.
If you're selected to participate in the games, yes. But as a result, they not just the creatures within the plane, but the Archfey in particular respect shows of strength and aptitude.
So that's
Nope. Not yet. It'll pop up there at some point.
He's a hunter. It
The
sounds
emblazoned
like maybe he'd
canyon.
like a gun.
the one on the white, right?
What? No,
Well,
there is no girl in white. Oh, yes, there is. I'm sorry, there's one. She is the Archfey of Spring.
No, that's right. 'Cause she was the
while I'm
Yeah.
thinking, Ulithamar.
Hmm?
Ulthamar.
Ulithamar.
Ulithamar.
Ooh, let the
I'm
mark.
gonna do a phonetic spelling.
You gonna do what?
I'm gonna do a phonetic spelling.
Okay.
Oh, is that summer?
Nope.
While I'm kind of flipping through Harm's journal with him, showing him like pages of his note and what he might want to copy down and adding in a little bit of extra color. I would like to pull out the Dust of Dryness
Oh, okay.
and ask him if he could look at it. I got this Dust of Dryness, and I'm not quite sure that that's what it is, but that's what I told it was. Could you take a look?
Sure. Another appraisal?
Yeah.
We'll say this one's on the house. Kind of looks at it. You said this is Dust of Dryness?
That's what we were told.
Honey, very, very carefully opens the pouch, kind of looks inside and careful not to disturb anything. This? Hang on. You hear him do a slight incantation. See his eyes flash. This is not Dust of Dryness.
That's kind of what I was thinking. What is it?
If I recall correctly, this is resurrection dust.
Oh,
Told you she was a necromancer.
Where did we get that from?
uh, just pyro. Plasma.
Sorry,
Plasma.
misspoke. Reincarnation dust.
What does it do? I mean, you
Snort
just
right
sprinkle
before
it
you
over
die.
a dead thing and it brings it back.
That just brings it back. Kind of hands it back to you. If the creature's willing, it will grow another body for it, but under the circumstances of the reincarnate spell.
Huh.
The body may not be what the creature intended to come back as.
So the dust picks?
I'm sorry?
The dust picks the body?
In a manner, yes.
That's interesting. Chaos.
Very much so. It looks like there's 2 doses of that left. By the size of that pouch.
Interesting. Huh.
What creature gave you that?
Wow. Try not to reveal my sources.
Just some guy.
Just a guy.
Just some guy.
Old raggedy man on the road. He's
Some
like,
dude
"Want
with some
some
cool
dust?"
hair.
Mhm.
I understand. Old raggedy people giving reincarnation dust out. No further questions asked here.
You're just handing out dust.
Let's suffice it to say we earned it.
Damn, I didn't know you liked to get wet. I didn't know you liked to get
Thought
wet.
it was dust, correct? Thought it looked different. There was just something about it that wasn't quite setting.
Keen eye.
Well, thank you.
ECP.
Did you receive any other items from this
Angel dust.
unusual old man?
A bag of bounty.
Has that been discovered as something else, or is it a bag of bounty?
I think it's a bag of bounty. I mean, here, and then it produces food like it should.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't just produce bodies.
Zaruk reaches in and pulls out a sandwich just to make he starts eating.
Full stack and everything, like
Yep. yep.
lettuce, tomato, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
nice.
like a club sandwich style.
Yep.
It's like 3 tiers.
Like that.
A Dagwood.
It's a
Lettuce.
literal sandwich.
I mean, it's this much meat and one single piece of lettuce. So
Right, yeah.
gotta get the fiber in somewhere.
But is there tomato?
What?
Is there tomato?
Yeah.
Ew,
There better be.
Yeah.
How dare you?
There should be.
No.
On a club? Absolutely.
There should never be
Well,
tomatoes
alright.
on it.
BLT.
Yeah, I was
No, BLM.
No.
What?
mayonnaise.
I mean, yes.
Ew.
Also, yes, but
Bacon, lettuce, and mayo. That's all you
No.
need. You don't need the tea.
right. No. You
Just
need
take away
to.
everything and just eat the bee.
I would like a bee, please.
It's like one order
I'm
of
just gonna
bee.
fix this sandwich.
That is literally what I do.
That was perfect.
No, it's BLTTT.
Oh,
Triple the tomato.
no.
Oh no. No, not
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Negative.
It should be just triple the bacon.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In
But yeah,
fact,
it's
if you
mashed
can make it
potato.
Both.
a
Just triple
lattice
everything.
work of
Yeah.
bacon,
The deer
then
punches
I'd
don't
like
hear
the
it.
best.
Incorrect.
Gear doesn't feel anything.
I bite your hand off.
I'm hungry.
So, given what we have learned about the summer court, do we think a scimitar of speed would be an acceptable?
Is it worth 5,000?
Yes.
Sure.
From what he
It's hunt
claims.
faster, and it's all cemetery, which is very summery.
The summer scimitar?
Summer scimitar of symmetry.
Symmetrical summer scimitar of speed.
For the summer solstice.
Symmetrical summer scimitar of...
Of the solstice.
Yeah, sure. Just trying to include all
Of
the words.
simmering solstices. Okay, I'm done.
Seriously.
Very
Yeah.
quick.
We're all turning into Yanti at the table. So, all right.
Rapnar.
Yeah, Repnar.
Lord Repnar.
Rapnar.
No? Right.
Dirt Repnar.
Hmm.
Gave him a dirt nap.
Unless he. Never mind.
Mortal nap.
Nah, he's dead. Still. Or is he?
So, party funds. It's your guys' ask. Party funds. Are you gonna buy it?
Parties on. It's up to you guys.
I didn't
What,
even hear the
Yeah.
question.
Up to us. You're the ones that brought it forward.
Huh?
You're the ones that brought the deal forward
Brought what deal forward?
to buy an item worth 5,000 gold for the information from Dawn.
Yeah, but it's up to the group if they want to spend 5,000 gold. If we want to spend 5,000 gold pieces.
And we're not 100% sure what information.
I mean,
Yeah.
we pretty much already told them we were, and we're gonna meet him in the morning about it.
Yeah, we told them that we would eat in the morning. That is what we said.
He's gonna show up at our inn and be like, "So I'm here. You guys ready to get started?" We changed our mind. I got up at 7 a.m. for this.
Yeah,
You guys are terrible. You did
Yeah,
it to my
sleep
boss,
in,
now you're
right?
doing it to me.
You ever ghost him?
Look,
Yeah.
he was happy he got to sleep in an hour. He's usually up at 6.
Yeah.
He is a human.
Cool.
An unusual one. But he is a human.
Is he an emblazoned?
You don't know.
Did we just meet one of
I gotta
Hey.
toast in my homebrew sometime.
That's gonna one of my next characters. So we have 11,970 gold pieces. I'm not saying this out loud to the shop.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
We have 4,750 gold pieces to our name.
Yeah, we have 11,970 gold pieces and 2,000 gold pieces in reserve.
What'd you get?
I was rolling for that thing.
Oh, I thought you were rolling deception.
Oh, I can.
What?
Nah,
You're right.
we'll let it go.
I can totally
Oh
roll.
no, it's fine.
I'll roll it.
It's already done now. The die is cast.
I mean,
I don't know what.
I can't see that.
it's a 19
Okay.
plus 9.
He looks. I am terribly sorry. That's not enough. He believes you though.
While the group is debating this, would you happen to have tuning forks attuned to this plane and/or other planes, and how much would those cost?
We do have tuning forks, and we can attune them to different planes. Yes. If you're looking for ones that are tuned to this plane, they actually are just simply like being here. But if you're wanting ones attuned to different planes, then that will cost additional gold pieces. I mean, each one, assuming you're going to be casting an arcane spell of shifting planes,
Plane shift, yes.
Yep. Then that will cost 250 pieces, gold pieces per fork.
Per fork?
Mhm.
Throws me back to the early 2000s with King Kai. You can tune a piano and you can tune a fork, but you can't tune a fish. Stuck with me all these years.
So the regular ones attuned to this plane, though, are probably.
But there's still
a few-
250 gold pieces. I mean,
Oh,
they still are
250.
magical
Okay.
items. They're just a bit higher stock.
Okay.
we basically take the forks and then attune them to the other planes. So if you wanted to get back here, then you buy one of the forks and it's done.
Got it.
It's additional time.
Right. Well, Daruk has. How much gold does Daruk have?
That's right. These are not party funds. Comes out of Daruk's funds.
He is on fire.
How much did he say
You
there?
can't tell me that doesn't look
250.
Oh, I
You
still
can't
got that
tell me that
200
doesn't
walking
look
around,
delicious.
Cash.
I have
Looks like a
249.
I know, right? I said it just like I said. You
Why
can't
don't
tell me it
you,
doesn't look delicious.
Mention how
It
like
does.
glorious that enchantment on that lance that you saw with the scimitar was, but he was kind of a dick walking around all pompous and arrogant.
They're 250 apiece.
And see how that
Only
affects your
250.
249 gold.
I can buy both.
If you can give me 1 gold.
I'll give you the 200 that I.
No, I can buy both. I have 1,000 gold.
For sure.
So like the internal monologue with Ward is like feels bad for Daru because he noticed he doesn't have any like skills that can make him money. Like I do.
Daruk does have
He
skills
does,
that
yeah.
he can use to
Like
make
what?
money.
He's got the barded stuff.
I was gonna say,
he
he
can play some
plays
instruments.
music. Yeah.
When was the last time you played Made Tips? Every
Well-
town I go to.
I was gonna
The last time that they were in an inn and played.
Yeah, literally every time we go to an
Yeah.
inn.
Did we do the
Didn't do it at
Ales
Ale's Wrath.
Not yet, though.
Oh no,
Not yet.
we haven't done the Bardic
Yes.
College.
Yeah.
Right, we still
so
gotta get
400 for both.
250 per tuning fork.
So 5.
You sure?
One of these useful?
Also, it's possible that we got platinum at some point. And I didn't add it.
So they allow you to
It is
cast plane shift to just different planes of existence. So one of them
Add your
is to Istoria,
before.
and the other one is to the Feywilds. Is that correct?
Feywild and one for here.
Oh, sorry. For a trip there and a trip back.
Unless we
Yep.
want the Astral Sea. Because we know we can get to the Feywild. We don't know how to get to the Astral Sea. And we know
If you have two, you can buy as many tuning forks as you want for every 250 gold pieces you want to spend for different planes of existence. Okay.
So
Now,
it's gonna be 4. 2 to come home and 2 to leave.
they're not consumed.
yeah.
Oh,
Thankfully.
I only need one.
Okay.
Yeah, I just gotta keep
that
it.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would assume they consume, but
That's the weird thing. Like half the time you'd think, oh yeah, I'm fine, and the other times it's like, nope, that's get consumed by it, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh well, okay, that's good to know. But yeah, no, tuning forks, yeah, are a permanent thing. You just got to keep around all the time, though. So if they happen to get stolen or lost or something, then really important to make sure you have potentially backups.
spare him. Some backup. Those are some good gummy merch.
They are. Link was a huge fan of them. I had to stop giving it to him. His farts started to smell horrible.
Poor Mary.
So we're getting 3.
All right.
Just in case I need to go fuck an island up, you know?
Alright, so I'm
I'm glad
adding.
you said up at the end.
Yeah, right, because she emphasized that F-bomb real
Yeah, she did.
hard. Real hard.
I go, fucking island.
Up.
What?
There we go. Yeah.
Only thing about that stupid song.
I need to make a note to clip that and just clip out the up part.
In
Fucking
case I need to go fuck that.
Please excuse me. I want to go fucking island.
Hard. What are you gonna do?
right? There's a dragon. There's some sort of kill draw thing, whatever that is. That's got to get fucked.
I need to bring presents back to my new friends.
Oh yeah, the ones you met in the city.
In the city.
I thought you
Desperate
meant-
for a piece of homes.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Alright, so I've got Tuning Fork Astral Sea, Tuning Fork Feywild, Tuning Fork Material.
You want a piece of this island I fucked?
Right. Yep.
Up.
Well,
Is that why you have all those little things of sand in your bag?
One of those people. Yep. Every time I go to a different plane of existence, just a little bag of sand.
This is from the purple space.
I fucked an island there.
Fucked an island there.
It was wonderful.
It's from the Feywild. Don't ask.
Yep.
So,
You don't know.
Fucked an
Want to
island
know
there.
what I fucked up there?
Luciana.
Mm.
That's the moon.
Oh my god, how pissed would Dorgiran be if Rin fucked Luciana?
lay down.
These are my moon powers now.
Yeah.
Take that god
Just give you
Fist bump.
yeah, fist bump. Well done.
But what was it
Yeah.
like?
Check that one off the list.
Look, I got them all
Yeah.
too.
But that's the thing. It's not Luciana the Archfey. It's Luciana like the moon, like that presence. So it's always something that it's like a landmass.
Yeah.
That's what it has to be.
Island, the moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck the moon.
I like it.
Go back and get Plasma's Island.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Gotta
Give me
catch them all.
All right, so this went down a weird path. So you got those
Amber
three.
Niles, gotta catch at least one of those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Isle of Eternal Shadow.
There you go. Yeah.
You won't fuck that island.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I fucked a house.
You could go to the Ebon Glacier.
Mhm.
Fuck that glacier.
What it's like to chew fire
Cold.
gum.
I'm gonna go back to Jack's. Find a random island. I'm gonna fuck it up.
There you go.
So are you buying a scimitar too?
all right, so Skimitar.
Yep.
Right.
You gonna fuck that scimitar?
That is party fun. So that is the group's decision. Do we want to buy the scimitar for half of our party fund?
Yeah, my vote's yes. Like,
Yes? Yes?
You brought it forth, so yes.
I don't
Yes.
know what to
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
That sounded like an assent.
we're giving leads on the name
That could
he
be more.
saw.
Keldra, yeah.
Yeah, Keldra.
That could pay for more
Ruskinan
tattoos, though.
Leads on. What was the other name that you dropped for him? That he's like, I do recognize that. Tash, the
Tash.
genie,
Cool.
the fire.
We're
And
trying to figure out where they took him so we can go get him.
Tosh the cool.
You said the cool
hey, cool guy.
finger guns. There's fireballs.
Hey, cool guy medicine. Come on, Adderall.
I give him
Personality.
500 platinum.
Okay. Like you see him just platinum. Okay.
Just walk around with plat, no big
Right.
deal.
Yeah.
It's easier to carry.
Oh no, absolutely. And the items that you're purchasing are not cheap by any means. Okay. Well, that covers that then.
Oh, by the way, your work on the lance for Lance, it was great work, but like,
Thank you.
could you be any?
It I could have done a bit more. I don't know if you would have liked it even. To try to make something more embarrassing, but hiding it that from the wielder is difficult because then sometimes they like it even more.
That's true.
He did take our backhanded compliments about it in stride and seemed to like preen a little.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know, it'd be hilarious if it was just a temporary enchantment, but like every time he swung it, it like made a raspberry sound.
The old invisible ink trick.
Yeah.
As much as I would have loved to have done that, I would not have heard the end of it though.
No, it'd have been
He
swinging
wouldn't
at you the
either.
whole time. It's like,
That too.
Or if it made like a horse's neigh sound.
Ah.
blame it on a wild man.
It's unpredictable.
Notes for next time.
You need your items. You give me a few moments. He walks away, and a few minutes pass, and he does come back with stacked on top of the scimitar's blade 3 tuning forks and the scimitar itself. Your items. If there's anything else the drone order can provide, he kind of slides it onto the table. Please do not hesitate to ask.
What are the tuning forks?
So the one for Tasha Soria is just standard tuning fork. There's nothing fancy to it. It looks kind of like just an iron tuning fork. The one for the Feywild has this kind of like spiraling rainbow pattern as it kind of like moves through the tuning fork itself. And as you look very carefully, you can see it just ever so slightly shift as the colors kind of like cascade through it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very slow. It's subtle unless you like actually stare at it and look at it for a minute, you wouldn't notice it. But if you were to pick it up like, an hour later, you'd be like, hey, it changed colors. The Astral Sea has this kind of deep purple color to it with these silvery strands that kind of wrap around the two forks that come off of it.
Do they look like my hair?
The silver does look spot on with the color of your hair, actually.
Should have just got a regular tuning fork and wrapped some of your hair around.
Yeah, maybe that would have worked.
Yeah, what that's
Pricey
what they
to
call
buy.
it.
Bong, bong, bong,
So the Istoria one just has a standard kind of like bong kind of sound. When you hit the one for the Feywild, it's strange. It kind of like goes like bong, 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 bong. Like it changes in pitch and color. Yeah. And it's very strange in that it does warps and changes both tone, which like if it's a piece of metal, it shouldn't do that. Not without some sort of like weird interaction, but Feywild. The Astral Sea one, as you hit it, no sound comes out. And then after like a couple minutes later, you hear a wow.
Well, at least it didn't start spouting out deep speak.
True. Jessica!
Yeah.
It's all just bull.
The thing of nightmares.
Girl, look my name.
Awesome.
Coolio.
If there's still daylight left,
Yeah, it's getting late in the afternoon, but you have a little bit of time left.
Friend's gonna peel off and go talk to the Astral Sea Elves again.
Okay.
And just ask them if there's a particular city, my friend, if I can find it, if there's a particular city that or place that would be good to go to pick up a souvenir for them. Bring back, should we ever go.
Preferably a relatively safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you ask, I kind of pause and think for a moment. If you travel to the Astral Sea, finding a place will be difficult. The Astral Sea is a place of transition, not a place of normally permanent residence. We elves had an enclave there, but it was rare and not found easily. Should you find yourself traveling that plane, be mindful of the Githyanki. They are pirates, raiders. If you see creatures coming towards you, avoid them. Most of them are not friendly. So, I cannot give you the names of any cities that you will easily find. But if you find any, purely by happenstance or luck, any souvenirs you find would be welcome to see again.
Well, a friend of ours can do this thing called plane shift. And with that spell, we're able to state a specific, like the name of a city or a place, and it will get us as close to it as possible. So if there is a named place that it could try to latch onto, we could maybe go around there or near there specifically and see if it's safe and go in.
I don't have the name of any off the top of my head.
Sure.
But,
Catch you off guard, Tony.
yeah, you really did. I'll see if I can find one, though.
Okay.
I don't think Sigil's there. Sigil, or whatever the hell it's called.
Sigil.
Okay. I know it's kind of in the, the space between realms. So, yeah, it's not there. I'll see if I can find a place. If not, then I'll make one up,
Sounds good.
as I tend to do.
No
Anyway.
rush.
Oh, there is a city.
What? This isn't all
Tunerath.
truthful, factual things.
Some of them are. But that is a Githyanki city. Floats through the astral plane on a chunk of rock that is actually the body of a dead god.
We like it. We like it.
Yeah.
Like the shatter.
So he says to avoid that place.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just wander around aimlessly then. Sounds good. Maybe if we tell it like Astral Sea trash heap.
Just do Astral Sea Island. That's where you want to go anyway.
Well, it says you have to say a specific place, but I was like, maybe it'll guide it.
How many islands do we think are in the Astral Sea?
Well, we know of 2 bad ones now.
She's like, I'm gonna fuck every one of them.
Yes.
If you know the name of a dead god, perhaps its body would be a place that you could go.
How what?
The name of a dead body may work. The name, yes, the body
The
of a dead god.
god.
Should you know the name of the dead god, that may work.
What about Jessica?
Not a place,
Okay.
as far as you
Frankfurt.
know.
Nowhere.
Ooh, maybe in my research of a dead Seneca god, I could turn up an old character.
Perhaps. By the way, that orb did end up somewhere else on the planet.
Hmm?
That orb did go somewhere else.
What?
From your last character.
The staff.
It did?
Uh-huh.
It disappeared?
It's part of her pilgrimage.
Oh. Makes sense.
Loose ends and plot holes.
Yeah.
Tidy those up.
Good to know. Good to know. I tried to establish a new religion.
You did?
I did?
Huh?
That was so cool. I'm sure that Holdrum helped.
Oh, yeah. Holdrum was there too.
I'm sure that he's a big
Questionable.
reason why it's successful. Silas just like, just worship it! And he's like, I mean,
Please.
you could worship it, please. You could just look how good it is.
It's nice.
That walks away, turns around.
I'm sneaking up to go find my armor.
Okay. You do. It's done. You get it.
Oh, I'm just literally like whatever they're doing, I'm just gonna sneak up and do it.
Yep.
Definitely rolled.
Hmm?
I was joking because I rolled. It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing escapes Daruk's eyes.
oh, I was like, that maybe.
Right. Your passive perception's
29.
29? Yeah. Then yeah. Eyes, ears, maybe nose. Maybe your keen sense of smell is what it really like.
Don't smell the cat anymore.
Yeah.
Damn,
Smelling
by one.
Ooh.
28.
Damn.
Doesn't smell like
yeah.
wet fur anymore.
Okay.
Finish up. Head back to Townski. Or not Townski, but the
Aylesrath? Okay.
Whale's ass.
The whale's ass.
So, as the party returns back to Aylesrath, probably have a few drinks, because they got them there, so why not?
Pause.
No, but you guys do tend to sample whatever local drinks are available when they are.
What kind of specialty drink do they have around here?
It would probably be around this area, probably like, what are they? Those ones I hate. Like an IPA or something?
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Like hoppy.
Yes. Yep. It'd be like an IPA. Because you'd have, they'd have everything from the Kalgon. Which would have a very, like, kind of, hoppy kind of taste to it.
Oh, it's barley.
Yeah.
I have a keg to sell.
Oh,
What?
I have a keg to sell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, those don't strike me
is
as
the
like.
innkeeper, or are you going somewhere in particular about it?
I'll peek. I'll see if the innkeeper's interested. Let him have a little sample.
Sample
Authorize
my wares.
That's, quite an interesting flavor to it. Yeah. Okay.
That's from Milva Varna.
That's
Huh. Interesting.
Would you be interested in purchasing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't remember what we thought it was worth.
Oh, he might also, you know what? I take it back. Not IPA. It'd be more of a wild ale. That's more tart.
wow.
Yeah. I don't know yours.
Yeah. I know.
I did not write it down. How much she wanted for it?
We'll say 250.
250?
Yeah.
What she wanted?
I don't remember.
Sure.
I didn't write it down either. But yeah, we'll say 250.
It's 300 cents for it.
Really?
He does this every time.
Well, looks, okay, 300, but we make sure that we can get trade route established. So I think I can probably sell a decent amount of this here. So when you go back through, you make sure that they know that I want to do business.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll let Rose know.
Deal.
Did we get the innkeeper's name?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
What's his name?
Control F.
Yep.
I don't have it. I don't have it
Charles.
set up. Yeah.
Charles.
I don't have mine set up like hers yet.
Oh, like, people we know, bad guys, locations.
Yeah, she's got a OneNote that's like built out like crazy. I just have her running.
I'd be curious to see how yours is built out.
I'm working on it. I need to get everything. I'm still working on transposing my notes in
Oh, okay.
and then disseminating it across my different tabs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've only got 33 pages of notes.
Oh, okay.
But
Pretty good. Pretty good.
it's helping me find things way faster.
Nice. That's why I'm curious about it too, because like I've got different tabs for different games and stuff like that, but I feel like there might be a way I could do this better, but I'm not sure how quite yet. So, I mean, it does work, but as you can see, sometimes I'm like, where did I put that? And I just gotta remember. Anyway,
Yeah, it did take me a second to find where I put the my notes about the cult.
Season an awful lot over there. You didn't bring
Hmm.
something to the
Oh,
table,
okay,
did you?
gotcha.
So I was like, where did I file that?
I see
You have a
lots
tab
sometimes
for
too,
theories,
when I'm
though.
sick.
Oh, really? Nice. Like
I
that.
very, very rarely sick. I mean, I've finished 34 years.
I did my time.
Saves.
So, as the party calls it for that night, I think it's probably a good time to call it too. We could probably get the stuff with Halbanath in. But it wouldn't be bad to leave that for next time too. It was a bit of a cliffhanger for, or at least a good start, kind of a clean break almost, for the next session, where you'll be able to have a little conversation with, no bigs, just another archfey.
Yeah.
So this is.
So are
Maybe.
we having a discussion with the Archfey, or is he talking to the Archfey?
Well, I mean, like collectively, but
Okay.
That's cool. I was totally expecting him to be Like, okay, I'll be back in touch with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the 5,000 gold magic item. Bye.
Right.
I'll
And never hear from him again.
definitely be in touch. Yeah.
I was gonna say we really never questioned it at
No.
all either, did we?
Yeah.
It is hard though because we trust Tony implicitly, and thus there's like a halo effect to some of his NPCs.
I mean, we know where he works.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I do, but at the same time, like, I also would feel just the worst if I was like, great, guys, thanks. Oh, by the way, that item, you'll never see it again. You'll never see him again. That'd just be
You should do
rude.
it at
I
least
mean-
one time.
It
Eh,
would teach us to do an insight check occasionally.
it's true. And I've done that in the past.
I have a pretty solid passive insight
Which is,
though. It is.
it's above 20, I know that much. Think?
Passive insight 21.
21, okay. That's pretty good.
Mine's so
I got a
good.
good gut feeling about people, you know. I
Yeah,
just-
absolutely. Do they pass the vibe check?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, like Lance.
Well,
Yeah.
this guy was like the left hand of the Ranger-General, so like he
Right.
didn't really give us a reason to be like, hey, this guy's a snake.
And he nerded out with me for a solid hour, I'm
Right.
guessing. So
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secretly, Cult of the Shadow.
yeah.
Yeah. We know where
Secretly,
he
he's keeping the wounds open.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only from like a job security kind of fashion, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Just wants to make sure that he's still got his bread and butter.
Professional
They're so
interest.
tough to close, guys.
Yeah,
I
they're so
Mm.
bad.
just can't. Oh, I can't close it.
Yeah, don't
Gotta
worry
go back.
about
Whoops,
going
there
that
goes
way.
Another quickling creature.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and call the session there. So we'll be back next week, as far as I know. I don't think I've got anything going on. I don't know if anybody else does. But yeah, all right, cool. Well, we'll pick up next week with the Adventures of the Moonstone Guard and a quick combo with no bigs and Archfey.
No big deal. No
I
big
mean, I
deal.
wasn't there for the conversation, so sure.
Okay,
Maybe.
cool. All right, well, thank you for tuning in, everyone. We will see you next week. Good night.